Welcome to the Inglorious Bards. I am your humble Game Master Tom, and this is Adventure 33. Glad to have you here. We're coming to you live from twitch.tv/IngloriousBards every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific. You can also catch our videos on our YouTube channel and our podcasts on every major platform. Check out ingloriousbards.com for those links. Also, one other plug I want to quickly throw in. Come join us on our Discord and join the community in taunting us mercilessly throughout the week. I also want to throw out a quick shout out to a patron who goes by the cryptic name Ryan. Ryan has been supporting our show for 11 months. Thank you so much, Ryan. We certainly appreciate it. And anyone else that wants to help get some additional content and show your love, check out patreon.com/ingloriousbards. And without further ado, as we ended on a cliffhanger, let's find out what happened last time from Jeremy.
So the defenders were making all sorts of directions for where they needed to go, and after freeing the taint with the feather anchor, sorry guys, words are weird, Captain Mad Eyes took the taint and the crew up north to go into Hazen Depths. The entire intent and goal was to destroy Captain Jagged. Following the Blood Gypsy's advice and intentions, after taking care of the heart inside the tower of Scourgeonar, we headed up to the Hazen Depths to find out a way to resync the captain's ship. Gimlet, along with the rest of the crew for the taint, was getting a little concerned about the amount of physical peril that they were continuing to put themselves into, and Captain Mad Eyes did his best to encourage the crew and keep them safe, but he did give a code word to Gimlet, the kombucha word, indicating that that would be the time that they would take their ship back, and if they have to, leave the heroes behind wherever they were. In the storm of Hazen Depths, there was a massive amount of torrent. Piercy did his best to keep people safe. He even strapped the 10-year-old kid to his back to make sure he stayed alive. Did not go as planned. Both the boy and Piercy got smacked by the boom of the sail and went overboard. Yaru did his best to save them, jumping in after them, and Sildren had to jump in after them, just barely bringing them both back. Once he did, Brian of the ship tried to get his revenge again on Piercy and did his part to drop him in and then stab at him later on, which ensued a fight that Piercy slain him. That caused the call of kombucha from the captain, and a great battle broke out. It actually wasn't that great. It was just a very quick battle, and the entire crew was killed. Now, Palik is actually the captain of the Great Taint. She took over, wore the hat herself, and we went further into Hazen Depths, into the center of the storm, went underwater and found the shipwreck, as well as a really cool underground temple that Xander found in his water element form. And they managed to push the ship over a crevasse and let it fall again further down into an underwater canyon. When we got back to the ship, we found that a Maelstrom had started, a giant whirlpool that started eating up the grounds, and as we were trying to leave back into the storm, the Night Skull also showed up. And that's where we left it. The Maelstrom behind us, the Night Skull in front, and a whole bunch of chaos happening. So from there, let the adventure begin.
A scimitar slices into a man sleeping in his bed. His wife next to him screams at the undead corpse holding the bloody weapon. More screams of terror break out across the small island as fishermen and their families are slaughtered in the morning light. The nightmarish crew of the Night Skull spreads across the small island town, killing everyone they see. Captain Jagged watches without emotion from the deck of the black ship anchored off the island. A zombie with its head split open rises out of the water and pulls itself out of the ocean and up a line onto the deck of the ship. Water drips out of its exposed skull and the gaping wound in its face as it speaks.
No one's putting up any fight, Captain. We'll slaughter every last man, woman, and child before the sun is up.
Pleas for mercy are cut short back on the small island.
Where to next, Captain?
The captain watches the violence on the island with no remorse.
There's an island not far away with shrines to their gods. We'll send their priests to meet their makers. Then we'll take out the ships near Port Rising before we...
A distant horn bellows from far away across the sea. Captain Jagged turns and looks with alarm out across the waves.
Bring them in back aboard the Night Skull.
But Captain, they haven't finished.
Now! Get the sails up and bring flesh for the cannons.
The zombie first mate barks out orders. The skeletons back on the island drag several poor souls out of their homes and make their way for the black ship. Tattered sails are rigged and several black cannons with chains are moved into position.
What's the matter, Captain? We got incoming or something?
Yes, but not here. The Hazen Depths is where we're headed. The severed connection to the temple, and now the Maelstrom has been unleashed. Some fool is after me.
The crew of skeletons and zombies climb aboard and quickly make ready. Half a dozen screaming captives are tossed to the deck as the wind snaps the tattered sails. One of the prisoners is dragged over to the bow and forcefully chained to the top of a black cannon. He screams in pain as his veins turn black. The cannon beneath him spreads silvery veins of its own across its metal. A black fog forms a wall just off the bow of the Night Skull. Captain Jagged stares at the fog as his crew readies for battle. The skeletal captain speaks out across the ocean.
Whoever you are, you've made one huge mistake. You ain't found no way to kill me. You picked a fight with a legend. And now you die. It's time to end this.
The Night Skull rises up a wave with speed before plunging into the black fog and disappearing. Many miles away at the Hazen Depths, another ship, the Taint, sails in the calm eye of a massive storm. Behind her, in the middle of the clear sky, a huge maelstrom swirls, pulling in the ocean and debris. The heroes and the ragtag crew of the Taint sail as fast from the maelstrom as their ship will take them. Piercy, the swashbuckler, points behind them.
Hey, I got bad news, everyone.
What is it, Piercy?
That Sverling Maelstrom behind us is getting bigger now.
The sailors of the Taint scramble around like mad, trying to catch all the wind they can. The crew is made up of a one-armed man who stumbles into the old woman who falls backwards, almost knocking the Minotaur into the sea.
We're gonna be fine. We've got the best crew on the sea. No way that Maelstrom will catch us.
While the whirlpool grows huge behind, dark skies and lightning flash ahead in all directions.
Well then, I got more of the bad news to share.
What's that, Piercy?
We've got the storms all around and a big waves ahead. We almost died getting to the middle of this storm, and now we're heading back out into it.
Managed to get in. Solene will bless us with good fortune to get out.
Yes, but you weren't one of the ones who almost drowned, Sir Brenros. Besides, when we came in, we had a full crew of capable sailors and a real captain.
I heard that.
Straight ahead, about a mile out, a black fog billows forth from the sea and forms a black wall.
So, fellas, I may have some more bad news.
What's that black fog up ahead?
Sir Brenros looks up to the heavens and whispers a prayer.
That's not good for us, is it?
A black bowsprit, the spar extending off the bow of a ship, pierces through the black fog. Attached to the bowsprit, a blackened vessel with tattered sails races out of the fog and across the sea. The Night Skull has arrived.
That is definitely not good for us.
I have bad
We know,
news.
Piercy, we know. We know,
The Night-
Piercy.
The Night Skull plunges hard down off a wave and rises up again, barreling straight towards the Taint. The crew of the Taint looks at each other nervously. What do we do? That's the Night Skull. She'll send us to the bottom for sure.
Hold fast! Hold fast! Find courage in the sailor next to you.
We don't stand a chance. We are doomed. But perhaps we could negotiate a way out?
This is a time for battle, not talk.
A black and gray spiraled column of magic fires out from the Night Skull from almost a mile out. The magic flies over the wave towards the Taint with sickening speed.
Incoming!
The magic flashes past the top of the ship, grazing some of the rigging and part of a sail. Some of the ropes and sail rot and burn away, leaving behind scorched damage.
They're firing again!
We've got to get closer!
Now we got to get further away.
Oh, and the gypsy said the key to all this was sailing into the eye of the storm. This is not what I had in mind.
Incoming!
Another shot of magic is flying towards the ship. What would you guys like to do?
Sildren has some spells to cast.
Teleport self.
Home beacon. Brenros would, he doesn't have much in the way of seafaring knowledge, but his warfare and tactics, if he could predict and call out where the shots may be coming and possibly direct whoever's steering the ship to try and guide away from the incoming projectile.
True. Make a woo. It's not complex. See, make a warfare lore +2.
Warfare lore.
By the way, every time the script mentions anything about what the gypsy said, I always think of Archer, because the show Archer always mentions a gypsy line in it.
21.
With a 21, you do not know what's going on with this weapon. You've never seen anything like it before. Based on the incoming fire, you believe your ship will sustain 50 to 60% casualties and has a decent chance of being crippled before you even get within spell range.
Holy crap.
I convey such horrifying news to...
Convey it. How does Sir Brenros...
He just dives overboard.
He'd rather
Just
drown.
stretches his arms out and just falls off back.
They'll have us on the bottom before we can get close enough. We've got to figure out a way. Ideas, anyone?
I think
Yes!
to do that.
Can we put the Maelstrom between them and us? Can we go
Brenros is
around
looking
it?
around. Can we?
I don't think so. They're gonna tear us apart before we get that far away.
Did we tempt fate and ride the Maelstrom's outer edge to get away, using its speed to guide us along?
Right into the maelstrom itself.
I
Take
didn't
our
say
chances there.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if that's-
Hearing
I
that,
like your daring, Xander.
hearing that, Yaru.
You are
will,
brave, truly brave.
that. Wait, I didn't say it was that brave. He's putting words in
Tanner?
my mouth.
Xander has a great idea. To the Maelstrom!
Woo!
Oh no!
Yaru just wants to look over the deck of the ship and see which is closer, the center of the kind of vortex of the storm, or the ship on the incoming
The
ship.
Night Skull?
Yeah.
You guys are probably 25% of the way
Inside.
away from the Maelstrom, if you will.
Okay.
And 100% distance is the Night Skull.
Gotcha. It's on the other side of it.
Not on the other side.
No.
No.
Okay.
Other
got
side
it.
of us.
Correct.
I understand.
Maelstrom 0, you're 25%. Night Skull's
Mhm.
further out at 100%.
For sure.
Does it seem like the night...
That way.
Which way?
The star side. I don't know.
The star side? What are you talking about?
I don't know. You're the captain. Just turn the ship.
Port! Starboard! Stern!
You're great at this. Go
Oh
to
my
the
God.
port.
That's right into the no. I'm gonna head straight for these fuckers. Let's
You're
go.
the worst.
Does it seem like the Night Skull has the one cannon and it is forward mounted, or does it seem to have several?
Make a perception roll, Mr.
God.
Warfare guy.
Just talked about this.
Just talking about how bad your perception is.
I have great ideas and terrible eyesight.
You're looking through a black fog into a storm a mile away.
Oh, no, it's fitting. 17 total.
With the total of 17, you do not know.
Can Piercy make a warfare roll?
Where are you, Piercy?
On the up in the crow's nest.
Right?
Then you
With
may
my
make
telescope.
you can make you have a telescope?
Sure, I do. There's one in the crow's nest.
Perfect for
There is not one in the crow's nest.
Oh,
But you in the crow's nest can make a perception +3.
Perception or warfare roll?
Perception if you're trying to detect how many cannons.
Okay, I'll do that. 29.
With a 29, you see there are 3, one on the bow and one on each side.
So I see a tree of the cannons down there.
How far away is the ship right now?
It's about a mile away, and there is
75%.
an incoming shot right now, slamming into the bow where Sir Brenros is at. Sir Brenros, make a reflex save, please.
Big one. Big save.
we also need to discuss whether or not Brenros got his armor back on at the end of the campaign.
Oh,
And I'm making the reflex roll now.
Yes.
Natural 20.
He got his armor back on.
Let's get the armor on. I'm doing it while the explosion's going on. 80th flick.
Yeah, he's getting it on. He just happens to like put the shield in the way, not even paying attention.
He
and
ducks down to get his boots laced.
I'm picturing Iron Man 3 just ka-ching,
Yeah.
ka-ching.
He's like
I was
going,
thinking
this
Lost Boys.
just give it a
Fucking
minute.
book. He's gonna jump through the
Yeah,
way.
okay.
All right.
Brenros, you have your armor on already, yes. And you are able to leap out of the way and push the one-armed guy sailor out of the way, and you push him into a small little jib up front that slightly alters the course of the ship, that it avoids that shot altogether.
God,
Wow.
you move like they do.
Xander, can you do anything to the cannon on the front?
The one that's way over there? No!
Sildren hops to the front and he's watching for the cannon fire. And when he sees it, if he can get a bearing on whether it's going to go slightly more to the left or right, he's shouting out either hard to port, hard to starboard,
All right.
to try to give like some direction to like actually avoid these shots coming in.
Okay,
Trying
and
to give
Palik,
us
you're at the
some-
wheel?
Yep.
Okay. And also, you guys have 2 other crew members that I'm aware of. A unnamed first mate who's nearby.
Don't give
at the
him a
wheel.
name. Only bad things happen when they get names.
He's right. Yeah, he's right there.
He's right there, just in case. And then there's the old Batty, the recent crippled, who is down below the crow's nest with a weapon out, looking up.
What are your defenses on this ship? We've never talked about that, sir.
The pirate next to you says, "We got bows and we got swords.
It's a shitty pirate ship.
I'll break out the bows."
Get them ready.
He heads downstairs. Downstairs? Boy, that's nautical.
They're
He traipses
avant-garde.
down the carousel.
Your ship continues to sail towards them, and you are closing the distance, but it is not coming quickly. Another shot is blasted. Sildren calls out a direction.
Hard to port.
And Palik, make a ship reflex roll of plus 15, please.
Ship reflex.
No, make it plus 16. Sildren's helping out a bit.
26.
With a 26, the ship is hit. There's a shudder as it's these entwining columns of gray and black magic slam into the forward, what was that? Forward starboard side of the ship. There's a huge impact. Sildren, you are almost knocked to the deck. You can see there's blackened hull sections as though it's been instantly pseudo burnt, pseudo rotted away, and there's a hole about 5 feet above the water line, and you see some old sailor pop his head out that hole. I've got the bows, and he pops his head back in.
Oh. Can't take too many more of those.
Aye, aye.
Does the ship feel like it takes that impact and shudders, or does it just vaporize on impact and there's like no discernible impact?
No, you can feel an impact, but you don't see any scattered debris or anything like that. So you feel some impact, but then things seem to be burned away.
Okay.
That's 4 shots. That's 4 shots!
What can I do?
Put your shield up by the front of the ship.
It won't take a cannon.
That was a joke.
Jokes cost action points. We don't have enough.
Sildren calls out another incoming shot.
Hard to port.
And make another ship reflex saving throw.
Natural 20.
Woo! You are able to avoid the shot with quick spin of the wheel thanks to Sildren's call out, and you're able to catch some extra wind. And you want to get closer to it? Is that your goal?
Yeah.
All right. You are now you were at 20. You are at 40% of what you need to get there. Their ship. Nice call. Anything else you guys want to do?
Sildren's timing the shots between, like, how long between each shot. So basically his plan is the last, as long as we get close enough the last shot that they can get off before actually, like, us getting in very close proximity, Sildren's going to stop doing what he's doing and do something else.
Okay. And then Yaru is just sitting with his legs crossed on the deck.
Yeah, Yaru has no idea what to do. He's just looking at the vortex. He's looking at this ship that's getting closer. He's looking at Balik and realizing he should not have killed that man.
Is anything changing with the Maelstrom behind us?
Yeah, you look back with the wind blowing. You can see the Maelstrom has gotten bigger. And instead of a small, maybe 2 ship lengths, it's now 4 ship lengths in size and getting bigger and bigger. And you can also see around you, you are in about a 2 to 3 mile diameter clearing in this giant storm. And you can see dark clouds and lightning on all directions. I guess the only good news is that the black fog that the Night Skull arrived has gone away. But it's still just dark and scary and stormy and rough seas. And you can feel a bit of the rough seas as guys are getting about halfway towards the edge of where the storm really starts to kick in. Oh, by the way, another shot is coming at the group.
Come
Starboard! Hard to starboard!
Make a reflex save, plus 16.
I'm gonna use a Euro point. I rolled a 5.
On hero point.
18.
With a total of 18, Sildren makes a call, but you go the opposite direction and slam headfirst into it. Sildren and Brenros, you guys both need to make reflex saves, please.
Oh my god.
Reflex saves.
That sounds like a critical fail.
34 for Sildren.
Pretty good.
A 28 for Brenros.
That's good. There we go. Let's see. You guys only take 12 points of negative damage each as you are hit by collateral points of damage of this magical attack, this cannon that's being launched repeatedly. The ship, though, takes a greater blow. Sildren, you hold onto the deck as you wince in pain. You look over and you can see there's another hole. This one is about 2 feet under the waterline off the bow of the ship.
It's not good.
We're going to be taking on water.
Oh,
Is there any way to exact a repair? Brenros would like to try and do that.
Okay.
If there's any way. It doesn't have any ship building experience, but this probably means just barricading, trying to prevent some water in, however you can do it.
How are you doing that? You tying a line and going off
No,
the
he's
edge?
got to go. I imagine he's got to march down to where the cargo is.
All right, you can go marching down and knock over a poor old sailor with the bows in his hands and arrows, scattering them all over. Ah!
I assume we're only probably a couple minutes away from the Night Skull at this point, yes?
Sure.
Before Brenrose
if you make it.
leaves, Sildren puts a hand on his shoulder and says, "Go with Kef," and casts Death Ward on him, which it lasts for 10 minutes, +4 status bonus to all saves against death and negative, and you gain 10 negative resistance. It will also suppress the doomed condition.
Where was that a turn ago?
Say again?
Just kidding. So where was that a turn ago?
Yeah.
And Piercy goes in the water. All right, and so
Xander beats
Brenros is
Brenrose
first.
down, which is why the guy tripped with all the bows, because Xander's immediately running to the hole. I have an idea!
where are you going? And Brenros is following young Xander down into the hold.
All right, you guys are down below deck. You can see water is rushing in, and sometimes Palik's got it on a wave where you can see a bit of daylight, and then it goes back down, and you're just bringing in water every now and again.
What's your plan?
Oh, I was gonna see if I could put up a wall, like a big wall of stone in here, but I forgot that I don't have any more of those spells, so I'm just kind of watching.
Glad I didn't send you down here alone. And Brenros starts pushing large crates or whatever he can to just fill this hole and try to.
Brenrose casts Wall of Wall.
Yeah.
Piercy takes a look over the edge of the crow's nest to see where the hatch is to go below deck, and stands on the edge of the crow's nest and does some dramatic flipping and spinning jump down into and through the hatch to get below deck.
All right, several of you guys see this crazy person drop to their doom, but then you realize it's Piercy pirouetting as he dives down. Piercy, you have dropped down into the hold. You see Brenrose is doing the most airtight pushing of barrels up against a wall you've ever seen.
It's gotta fit.
We need some wood. Break some of the crates and some of the barrels. Give me some wood.
What?
Give me the wood.
Brenros starts smashing barrels and whatnot, trying to give him wood.
All right, you're smashing barrels. Water is gushing in. Piercy, you've got barrels up. A old man with some bows strung around his neck and shoulder comes up and hands you a small bucket that's filled with nails and 3 hammers and says, "I gotta pick up my arrows," and he runs off.
Excellent.
Sildren's going to heal himself some with his staff as well during this period of time.
Okay. There is an incoming shot.
To port! Hard to port!
Make a roll, plus 16.
Roll better, Palik. That's a 4.
You want one of my hero points?
No, I'll use one of mine. Jesus Christ.
Jeez!
Hell!
Better.
22.
All right.
Just imagine
Yaru.
what a real captain
Yes,
could
sir.
do.
We'll not even say. Oh, Jesus.
I have a plan here.
How can I be helpful?
Yaru, you see an incoming shot, and you also call it out, and are able to slightly not help avoid the shot, but help determine where and when the shot impacts. Does the shot hit the upper deck sail area, or does it hit right where it hit before the bow where it's being worked on?
Oh God.
No, can it hit as high up on the sail as possible?
You want it to hit up the upper section. Is that what you're declaring?
Yeah.
All right. The shot
Yeah,
slams into one of the sails, and there's a crack, and the sail snaps. The mast snaps. The sail starts to burn away, and it comes crashing down. Who else? Xander's not there. You're not there. Piercy's gone. Yaru, make a acrobatics roll, please.
Oh, thank you.
And save
Well,
everybody.
enough.
So roll
5,
natural
4,
20, please.
6.
Oh no.
Wow! Natural one roll.
Okay.
You are totally safe with this. You are
let
trying to
me-
rescue some of the crew as this mast is falling down on.
Let me I'll just use. We have 3 hero points. I'll use 2.
No, hey, let the mass do for you what you did the last job. Just, it's gonna kill everybody the way you want it to. So you should just go with it.
Oh man.
Oh, it's too soon. Mwah!
That was a week ago, to be fair.
Let's see.
No,
Not
wow,
great. That's 23.
With a
Better than a
20
one.
With a 23, you are able to dive and push the old woman mostly out of the way. She is hit and knocked unconscious and takes damage, and you take 10 points of bludgeoning damage yourself. You're able to drag her out from underneath this snapped mast section and check that she does have a pulse, but she is out cold.
Is Sildren close by?
You are definitely close by, yes.
Sildren's actually going to put a hand on Master Yaru's shoulder and say, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this." And he casts Stone Skin on him. You gain an extra 5 resistance to physical damage, except adamantite or adamantine. Lasts for 20 minutes, but each time you are hit by a bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing attack, it's decreased by 1 minute.
And it's recommended you don't go swimming short after this spell.
So you are protected by Stone Skin now.
Can you repeat that?
You have basically
Or just like
5 resistance to any physical damage.
Wow, cool.
And it lasts for 20 minutes. Every time you get hit by one of those
1
damages,
minute down.
it's a minute less.
Cool.
Well, unless we get torn apart, Sildren, Yaru,
Okay.
my plan is to get on the other side and get them between us and the Maelstrom.
Why?
I'm gonna need you. Sildren, I'm gonna need you and Xander to get up here and fucking use your magic as a distraction. Do what damage we can physically to the ship.
Sildren just starts waving his hands around and goes, "Woo! That's about what I got for you."
Just like
That's my
that.
cue! I heard Sildren woo! And Xander will drop his hammer and start running back up deck.
All right. And so, Palik, I want to make sure I'm clear. I had visually Maelstrom here at, say, my left-hand side. You guys were to the right of that and then heading further right towards the Night Skull.
Basically,
You're now saying-
charging the ship's head on.
Okay, I thought I just heard you say you wanted to get the
I do.
Maelstrom.
So I want to.
Both turning around.
No. I want the Night Skull between us and the man.
As to the I got you now.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
glad I asked.
So I'm gonna charge like head on, so we're only facing one cannon at a time, and
Took him
then
past them.
veer and pass them, and then hopefully by that time the Maelstrom will be too big that they're not gonna be able to avoid it. But we'll see.
I'm sure it'll work just fine.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
We're going to lose the ability to veer. That's the problem.
Straight shot.
but one problem at a time.
Piercy, make a crafting roll if you are trained in crafting.
I am not trained in crafting.
Brenros, are you trained in crafting?
Good God, no.
I'm trained in crafting, but I'm upstairs. You don't need me, right?
I don't need to be trained in crafting. How hard could it be?
Brenros and Piercy, roll 19 or 20
Rolling.
for a basic effect.
Oh, let's not count that. Natural one.
Oh my
Natural
God.
1.
15 for Piercy.
All
So-
right.
Don't ask where I'm getting this wood from.
He's just pulling one plank off the
With a natural 1, Sir Brenros is able to get a section of wood up and starts hammering it in as water's still gushing, and then it takes a direct hit from the magical cannon that blasts through that thing and hits Sir Brenros. No reflex save is necessary. You take 21 points of negative damage as you are blasted back and past Piercy in the chaos.
Now, presently, there is an active death ward on me, and that would drop that 21 to 11 points, I
Nice.
believe.
Sure would.
So, wow, okay, huge saving.
Brenros just thought of a new plug for the hole.
Get my meddled ass in that hole. All right. Death ward this, baby.
Other way around.
Down below decks, you hear a strange, deep horn blast from off in the distance. Above deck, Xander, as you come up to the upper deck, you hear a loud horn blast as you come up onto the deck. On the deck, you can see there's chaos as there's a snapped sail and a wounded woman and Yaru and Sildren next to each other. All of you hear this big horn blast, and Palik, you also hear this giant horn blast that has come from the Night Skull. Palik, you can see there is some body that is tossed off the bow of the ship. And then you can see there is a disturbance in the water between you and the Night Skull.
Awesome.
Disturbance in the water. There's a thing! There's another something starting!
I see. I don't know what to do about it, but I see it.
Can Brenros see it with his new vantage point that is above water for a moment, below water for a moment, that kind of thing?
Brenros, you wade through the water in the hold and make your way over to the hole and can look out and can see through the hole a disturbance that is growing with bubbling water, and you see something purple just under the water that then rises up, and you see a shiny, reflective, purplish skin with multiple tentacles of the creature type you have seen before. It was hiding beneath a ship in the bay. You guys were dealing with some adventures before. However, this one is much larger version of that one. It is pseudo octopus, but it's slightly hunched up. I liken it to the I think it was called the Watcher that outside the gates of Moria. It's got this maw of teeth and nastiness, some maybe long slitted eyes on the back with some nasty tentacles, and it is bubbling and rising up out of the water. And then also moving and almost moving up halfway above the water, and some of its tentacles are underneath the water, but it's almost above, like a little flying insect bug that kind of floats on the water.
Sildren is suddenly standing beside Palik. I think it's time to use that dagger.
On what?
Sildren avoids looking at the unconscious person that was knocked out very recently.
The old woman?
Yeah.
Brenros is hauling ass upstairs to inform Palik of the new situation.
Brenros, you go upstairs to inform Palik of the situation, and Palik, your speed is dropping dramatically, by the way.
As soon as Xander gets a shot, he's going to fire an acid arrow at the giant purple thing.
Okay, what's the range of that?
It's 120. Unless I focus, I can make it 150.
Okay, it'll be a bit, but it's closing in. I'll let you know.
Can Sildren, I'll take care of it if you can distract everybody else. And don't you dare sell me out. So, Palik will put the first mate back in charge of the helm. And
He just came up with a bunch of arrows and some bows.
we'll use these in just a minute. Thank you, nameless person. And
Number one.
he'll drag the old woman.
He straightens his shirt and throws his leg over the chair before he sits down to take the wheel.
Yeah.
Little Riker gag.
He'll drag the old woman who's unconscious to like the corner.
Brenros is still running, right? Where's Brenros?
Brenros, you come up and go to the aft where the wheel is at. Palik, you are hidden behind fallen mast and a flapping sail. You have dragged the old woman who has been through a lot in the last 8 or 9 days. She is thankfully alive thanks to Yaru, and you have now pulled her into relative isolation. There's some other crew members that are moving around, but they are frantic and looking ahead, and oh my god, it's so huge! The creature's closing in. Behind it is the Night Skull closing in. Brenros, you're at the wheelhouse trying to say something. Sildren is there with number one.
Where's Palik? I thought Palik was driving.
We gotta get away from this thing!
I agree. Who's driving?
Yeah,
Number one is doing
Yaru's gonna look down and look at the helm, see police not there. Look down, see the woman's not there, and kind of do one of these, a double.
You
take.
look around, you can see Palik has pulled the woman behind a couple barrels. So you can just see like the top of Palik's head because she's standing over the barrels. And then you see the old unconscious woman, you see her feet sticking out. So Palik is either trying to resuscitate her or maybe pilfer some coins. You're not sure which.
Okay,
So barrels are blocking your view.
Yaru will.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Yaru's gonna scramble under the tarp and through the barrels and try to help her resuscitate the woman.
All right, you come over to the barrels and you see Palik has her hand raised above like a cultist with a nasty looking dagger in her hands over the exposed chest of the old woman who lays wet and splayed on the deck. And what do you do, Master Yaru?
Palik, what are you doing?
Yeah, Master Yaru, just turn away for a minute.
I'm not dead.
Yeah,
I'm not dead.
that's kind of the rule. So without saying as much, Yaru's gonna put a hand out to grab her wrist and try to stop.
What are we supposed to do? Look at our ship is about to fall apart. We now have a monster to deal with and an unkillable ship with an unkillable crew.
Desperation is not an excuse not to seek reason. This weapon is for Brenros and Brenros alone.
What? Where's Brenros?
I don't think this weapon is gonna be used by Brenros. My soul's already damned. What's this gonna do?
This woman is not dead yet.
She's close enough. And if we don't do this, she's going to be, as will all of us.
We are not sure the magic will work unless she is dead. This could be the evil of Skorjanar at its worst, Palik. You could be doing this for naught. If she is to die, let her die the right way.
Back of the wheelhouse, number 1 says to Sildren, I've got speed, but it's not as much as the Maelstrom. We're going backwards.
Do what you can. Xander, do you have any ideas?
Yes, get away! Turn away from the monster, go on the other side! Somebody drive this thing! Why am I the only one talking?
He's running up and down the deck repeatedly. Like Kermit the Frog.
I agree. Bravery is a spectacular thing, but this is not working. We should use the Maelstrom and get out of here.
And into the Maelstrom it is.
Not into, more around the side, really, but
It once we are captured by it, there is no out. It is in.
I don't know. I don't sail. And Brenros grabs and helps number 1 to try and turn the wheel with all due haste.
Oh, what are you doing?
We're going that way to the side of the Maelstrom.
I'm trying to picture the tables. Did we only have the
back
one
off.
mast?
What's that?
Did the ship only have the one mast?
No.
So we have 3, right?
You've got a few. Yep.
Okay, great.
You have 1d6 masts at any particular moment.
So
that's
Xander will
actually
do everything
good.
he can to make sure that the other
shit.
sails are working
Oh,
and
fuck.
pull the line of the jib to keep things going the way he thinks he should.
All right. Are you trained in survival, Xander?
Oh, let's find out. I don't think so. Yeah, no, I'm not.
Make a roll. Let's
Cool.
just see what happens.
It's
Not that roll.
19.
Oh,
It was only 1.
That was so close to be really bad. Fire!
Xander, you grab onto some lines, but you're getting pulled up by some of them. The Minotaur lady is pushing you out of the way and barking orders to you. Number 1 gives up the wheel to you, Brenrose. So you have the
Okay.
con.
Brenros starts guiding the ship around with all due haste, ignoring any kind of safe turn methodology. It's
You
what
don't even
he's
use the blinker?
yeah, it's what he's seen on TV. It's
Okay.
but he starts harshly turning it back towards the Maelstrom. The intent is to guide it around its edge, if you will, to pick up speed, that kind of thing.
All right. Piercy, we haven't heard from you in a bit.
He's nailing a patch in a hole in the bottom of the boat.
All right, since you're not trained in crafting, make just a natural 19 or 20 roll, and you've got some success.
Okay. I mean, I do have some crafting.
No, it's got to be trained for basic skills. Some things have to have certain levels. All right, you're trying, you're hammering, but you're not able to stop enough water, but you are continuing to work at it. And back behind the barrels, you guys see the horizon shift, and you even see, as you turn, a giant purplish shiny octopus type creature closing in right about 150 feet before the ship turns away from it. What would you two, Palik and Yaru, would like to do or say?
What?
Damn it, Yaru!
Yar.
Okay, as soon
before
as she
gets-
dies, I'm doing it.
She may not be the only option.
Are there any other fresh corpses on this ship?
God.
There should be.
You just
There
gave
should
this
be several, or at least 1 or 2.
Innocent ones, though?
That's a question.
Dead pirates.
It's a question of who it is.
I think this old lady or Brenros is about it.
Wait,
Oh.
what? Why am I?
He was coming back to you.
Because you're
It's missing a
innocent.
theme.
I think you're innocent. More innocent than the
Are
rest
there
of
any
us.
other
Oh
bodies?
man, this went to
Left on the-
Cthulhu level pretty
I'm going to say there's no other
Nothing.
bodies.
They
It's
got
been a
blown
couple days
away.
since the slaughter of the Great Taint Slaughter.
Has it though?
I think so. You guys
No,
killed
we
it,
slaughtered everybody and then like a bunch
traveled
of
a day,
Oh, no.
a day or two, and then
Oh,
No,
Went underwater.
Definitely
this is
not
all
a
back
day.
to back,
Yeah.
action packed.
really?
Yeah.
yeah, we were inside.
Hence
of-
why we don't have any spells. I mean, if you want to
Yeah.
give us a day and a full rest,
No. I'm just saying the timing
Cool.
of when the battle. I thought the kombucha happened a day and a half earlier.
if it did, we would have spells
Yeah, it
because
was
that's
after,
where we spent. spells.
It was after we went into the storm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Okay, so yeah, then you do have bodies.
So who are the bodies? Are those just the pirates? Because I believe there were other...
There was one innocent soul, but he is somewhere at the bottom of the ocean,
right.
still,
Okay,
his spirit's still hoping
Okay.
that Piercy will save him as promised.
Okay. So Yaru will check.
You guys squandered your innocence. I'm not at fault here. You had one unit of innocence.
No, I don't mean us.
Really available. Just tying it to yourselves.
Yaru's going to check the woman's vitals, not do any battle medicine or anything like that, but check her vitals and see where she's at.
So you want to check her, but you don't want to improve the state of her.
I want to see in what state she's in.
All right, do you have make a medicine roll, please?
In what state?
What's the term? Just let nature take its course? Is
Yeah.
Xander is trying to keep himself as close to the giant.
35. 35.
She is unconscious and stable and should regain consciousness in 15 minutes to an hour.
Damn.
He gives you bad news. Oh, damn.
That's all right.
Very healthy.
This ship, there's plenty parts more on this ship that are gonna fall off. Maybe one will hit her.
Put her like right under a mast.
He's just moving underneath wherever things are falling.
Let me know, Yaru, if this changes.
Malik, should something have happened to her, I would have let you make this decision without question. But doing so rashly is unwise. You must seek at least one of our advice. Please.
I'm listening to you. I put the knife away. Let me know if anything changes. I'm gonna go see the damage that's done to my ship down aft.
You're a good captain. Yeah. I'm going to tend to Brenros and see why we are moving so quickly.
Piercy, you are downstairs. You turn around with a guilty look with 1 point of piercing damage as you have nailed a board to your hand as the captain, Palik, comes down and...
Oh, that's a big hole in our ship, Piercy.
That's a hole in my hand, too.
I'm sorry. There's
he holds his hand to block it and water comes through the hole in his hand. He then uses another hole.
And then I put my finger in the hole in my head.
Palik is trained in crafting. Could she help out the little rat friend here?
Absolutely. You can make a roll that counts. You do not have to roll a 19 or 20 for normal effects. Yes.
Get out of the gutters with the rolls.
Yeah.
Just get him out of the way now.
Yeah, 22.
22. Within just a few seconds, you have doubled the amount of work that Piercy has put into all of this. So you're a little bit of the way there of showing up this hole. You're wading through water as this is happening. You're wondering, maybe an old woman might be more comfortable below decks lying down here.
Definitely.
The ship is going back towards the Maelstrom, being at the helm is Sir Brenros. Sir Brenros, what's your goal here?
So we imagine the Maelstrom is a giant vortex circle.
Yes.
So trying to skirt its edge using its angular momentum to gain our air speed and skirt the edge of the Maelstrom. The intent being to put the Maelstrom between us and the Night Skull and this creature.
Gravitational slingshot.
Yeah. It's like the number one says, what are you doing? You're like, have you seen any sci-fi movie in the last 10 years? I'll be the geek scientist and explain. All right. You are doing so. Make a survival roll for overall ship piloting, please, as you start to enter the pull of this Maelstrom.
Survival roll. Okay. I am trained, and here we go.
Oh my god, get trained more.
Yeah, I got to get. I'm not happy with the way this.
You guys are barely
Train harder,
over
bro.
I know.
not double digits at all.
All right, spending a hero point to make that
Do you
roll.
even
It was
train?
a 5. Do you even train? Here we go. Survival. Take 2. Better.
Go.
29.
29. You are able to get the ship going on the correct flow of the Maelstrom, and are trying to get a good angle. The ship is doesn't have a ton of speed, and you're worried the damage to the sail and the water you're gaining below will be a certain issue and possibly spell your doom. The Maelstrom is big, and it is just hugely spinning around and pulling in all of this water. And 140 feet, Xander, you've been waiting so patiently.
Okay, Xander will fire an acid arrow as strong as he can. Shoot a
Off-
level 4.
He's right at the aft, right behind you guys at the wheel is Xander off the aft of the ship, as 140 feet behind is this giant purplish monstrosity making this big mawing, roaring sound.
Yeah! 26.
26. It goes flying off and misses.
Steer better!
You want to?
Oh.
You can go again if you'd like.
Yeah, I will shoot another one. Yeah! 31!
31 goes flying and hits the creature.
Woo!
Ooh.
For
Fighting.
27 acid damage.
For 27 points, it slams into the creature, and there's a big sizzling, and it makes this more high-pitched sound as it continues to close in. Tentacles writhing. There's this burning, acidic mess on its, I guess it would be its like left cheek area, but it seems to be even more pissed off, closing in. Brenros, make another survival roll for steering. Oh yeah, hold that. Does not count. Palik, make a crafting roll.
Big roll.
19.
19. Brenros, make a survival roll.
Making a survival roll.
Oh my
Get out of the
God.
gutter. I am not happy with that roll. I am putting a hero point into a rolled 7, going higher if I can. Survival, take 2.
6 roll.
21 with this 6 roll. All right.
Your ship is not doomed, but it is getting more going sideways towards the center of the Maelstrom than it is going slingshotted by. You still have momentum. You're still in this whirl, but you're not taking the angle you're hoping for. Xander, you're about 80 feet away from contact with this creature. Anything you got up your sleeve? Sildren as well.
Yes! Yes! I'm gonna fire a lightning bolt at it! In the water! With lightning!
It's far away, so
It has to make a reflex save! I'm sure it's super reflexy against lightning! In the water!
It's his natural predator.
It rises up just enough with a freaking natural 20 and
Oh, what the
miss
Oh my
entirely.
God.
If things could not get worse. Ugh.
Yeah!
Sildren has been using a staff of healing to reduce everybody's damage.
Everybody's, or everybody who's not a woman who might be old.
Everybody in the immediate party who's conscious and, you know, around.
Anyone within a 30 foot, he steps back 25 foot radius.
Yeah, Yaru, seeing Xander miss his attacks, just picks up the old woman and brings her gently downstairs behind a barrel near Palik and just goes back upstairs.
Right. Piercy, you see Yaru bringing the old woman down into this hip deep water and then dragging her and letting her go, where she floats briefly before slowly starting to descend beneath the water.
Just give you an anemic fee. Behave yourself. Goodbye.
She's not going to help me here.
Malik, you see what's happening, that Piercy has spotted something.
Do what you need to do with her, Piercy.
Huh?
But it would be better for all of us if she was not so much living.
But I don't have the dagger.
I do. I'm not saying. She's alive right now.
Just bubbles coming up.
I'm not going to kill her, but I'm just going to start doing this motion and walking forward. And if
She's in the way, so be it.
To like a sewing machine.
Oh my god, you guys.
I think I know what you're saying.
I don't feel good about this.
No.
Piercy takes off
Brenrose.
his tricorn
I'm muting.
and swashes waves over to the semi-buoyant old lady. And the tricorn he took off, he just puts it over her face and pushes her to the bottom of the deck.
oh,
Really?
wow. All right, let's do a first.
You're losing your honorary tabard. Just saying.
Let's do a first. Piercy, lose 1 hero point, please. Yeah, I think that's worthy.
Yeah, that's fair. That was not very heroic.
I'm trying to
Super
save
not
our
heroic.
asses here.
This isn't even a real enemy.
You lower her head down. There's a bit of bubbles that happen. It's all is quiet. Palik, you hear hammering. Then there are hands grabbing at your wrists, Piercy. You're muted there. You're pushing her down.
Yeah, he kicks him off with his boots.
Piercy.
But you said to do it
No,
today.
I didn't say to do it. Like, let her up.
Okay, I'm sorry. I go back to nailing the boards.
Yeah, we can't do this.
He just walks away without it. He blindly follows orders.
That's a hero point over that.
Yes. Palik will drag her like up to the stairs, so she's
All
not
right.
like just floating in the water.
You pull her out of the water. You drag her up to the stairs. She coughs and sputters and blinks her eyes. Thanks for saving me.
Nah, don't thank me. And
No, you really are a hero. You really are a hero. I'd give you a hero point if I found one.
Fuck you all.
That's a lovely
Brenrose.
dagger you have there. Yes.
You are trying to get a feel for this boat. You're trying to get the angle. The Maelstrom's pulling, and we lost Tim. Tim just threw off all our video.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh.
Uh-oh. Everyone drop your video real fast.
Okay.
He was so sad.
Yaru is going back up to the top deck to check on Brenrose.
Gotcha. All right, I think we're good. Yes, Brenrose, you're trying to get this angle. The Maelstrom's pulling. The
Yes.
boat's not moving as you expect. And then the boat doesn't move like you expect at all as it comes to a 100 complete % stop as purple tentacle grabs around the aft of the ship and grabs on Xander within just a few feet of you. This tentacle has grabbed on and has grabbed on some of the aft railing and starts to bend and snap some of the wood, and the ship is stopped. Water is still rushing up against it like crazy. Behind, still some distance away, is the Night Skull, but it is not able to get a shot off currently.
Is Sildren close by as well?
Yes.
Okay, so 2 things. Can I get my healing in with the staff first?
Yes.
Okay, because I have 4 charges and we're going to be doing some healing. First to me, that's going to be 16, 18. I'm going to take 1 more.
Wow, nice.
18 and 17, 36. So that leaves me with 2 hit points of damage. Let me fix that real quick. Xander's going to get a heal.
Ooh,
It's
does
going to
Xander-
leave
yeah, okay.
18 for Xander, and Sir Brenros gets a quick heal. 15 for Sir Brenros. So all that was
Magic
done.
healing just blasting off the staff repeatedly.
Yep. And then Sildren being close by will reach out to the tentacle and cast Shocking Grasp.
Shocking grasp.
Nice.
You shroud your hands, crackling field of lightning, make a melee spell attack roll.
Add +3. So spell attack +3.
Okay. That's going to be a 38 to hit.
38 is a hit.
And
Critical
so
hit?
the damage, damage is going to be, I guess, 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. You zap. There is a little electrical burn handprint.
And then it takes 1d4 persistent electricity damage on a hit.
All right. And there's more crackling along that tentacle. Nice. Xander, you seemed eager to do something?
Yeah, so want to confirm it still has the 2d6 acid damage unless it shook that off from the arrow that hit it.
Yep. Actually, I'm going to roll that twice. Continue.
Cool. And trying again, like, yeah, electricity's good! Lightning bolt! Xander will cast another lightning bolt at it.
This is reflex save.
Correct.
Whoa! 22.
You kidding me right now? So that's a fail. I thought you said natural 20 again. I was going to
No,
freak out.
22.
All right, so he takes all of the damage, which is 26 electrical damage.
26. That's a huge blast. Making a note of that. The only disappointing thing really is just Sildren, who was so excited that he did this little zap, steps back, and then lightning just goes right over his shoulder.
I'm a healer.
Big, huge zap. Oh, 26. Do you want to deal 26 or do you want to do half damage and it lets go?
The entire goal is to get away from the thing. I want it to let go.
18 points of electrical damage is dealt to the creature, and it then unravels, smacking Sildren ever so gently with this wet tentacle backhand. You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage, Sildren, and the ship lets go and starts precariously angling in towards the Maelstrom as the creature starts to descend away and not wanting to get caught in the Maelstrom. As it does so, Yaru, you have popped up onto the deck. You look back and see this big purpley monstrosity slowly fading away. It's now maybe 20, 30, 40 feet behind as the ship is now heading in. Yaru, you can see the ship is now angled. There's a list due to the angle of the whirlpool that you guys are just getting into this more deeper, more dangerous section. The bow pointed almost dead center as Brenros is about to make another crazy wheel motion. But before that happens, you can see also, Yaru, you're the eyes of this moment. Mm-hmm. Not too far behind is another attacker, which is the Night Skull, and it is changing course and getting parallel and trying to go on the other side of the Maelstrom to get a clean shot at the group, your ship, but it cannot do that quite yet. Brenros, try to right this ship from imminent doom, please. Survival.
Survival.
Good roll this time. Good roll.
Survival.
Oh my God.
It's not a good roll.
It was almost a 20.
My last hero point.
Oh man.
Here we go.
It's worth it. The 2 is bad.
2 is bad. And if I recall, can't get worse.
Good luck.
No.
Oh.
A 33
With a 33, you're able to steer the ship more to the, what is that, port side, and not straight down the gullet of the Maelstrom. And you're still in a really dangerous spot, but you're now not about to be instantly obliterated. The ship is going quickly around this toilet bowl-like motion. Down below decks is Palik and actually Piercy. We haven't heard from you in a bit. What were you doing?
I was drowning an old lady.
And I think she was rescued.
Right. So I went back. Is the hole, now that the ship is listing, is the hole out of or above waterline?
It is more out of it, but it still ducks down every so often.
Okay, so Piercy will finish mending the bottom of the hole.
Make a 19 or 20, essentially a natural success here.
I'm gonna do
Critical
this.
success.
Damn it. Oh, it didn't. Oh,
It's
All right,
still
you're
11.
making minimal progress. Palik, what did you want to do?
Piercy, what? I think you can do more damage up top.
You sure can. I don't know if you said that right.
You were the
Maybe not.
You were the slayer of that last sea creature. You should go up. If that thing grabs us again,
Where's the creature?
it just had a hold of us. You didn't see it.
I was fixing the chip.
No, get up top. Use that little sword and your little dancing moves and beat the shit out of it.
Aye, Captain.
And I'll see what I can do down here.
Piercy races up.
All right, Piercy, you raise up, and it's hard climbing up the ladder, the angled stairs ladder, as you get up to the top because the ship is listing so heavily, and you see Brenros is just wide-eyed and trying to steer. There are still, you have a few, 2-3 sailors left who are trying to man the sails and catch what wind they can. And Palik, what were you doing?
Trying to hopefully making a crafting roll that's
All right.
super high.
Make a crafting roll.
I believe I still have halfling luck that I haven't burned yet today, so I'm gonna go ahead and I rolled a 5.
Okay.
Good luck.
But 24.
Better.
You're making progress. You got the hole mostly closed, but not entirely. And there is you guys hear Xander yell out his phrase he's yelled out too many times today.
Incoming!
As another shot is blasted across. You guys can see this is a side cannon where there is a screaming person strapped to a cannon, all a Fury Road type moment, as this cannon fires out some of their life essence and fires at the ship.
Can't Sildren get in a dispel magic as it's coming towards them?
Ouch, that's super fast. That's tough. Make a reflex roll of 30 or higher to even have a chance to see it.
Like a reflex save?
Yeah, reflex save. Just real quick.
Yeah, that's gonna be a.
Jeez.
I'm gonna use. Do I want to use?
Yeah, I'm gonna use a hero point. Try that again.
Two. Well, I can't get better than 2.
21.
3.
All right.
Better.
It's a great
everybody
idea.
else is using their hero points. I just really wanted to join in.
It's a great idea, but you realize that after the impact hits the ship, the side of the ship is hit, which is kind of the, what would that be, starboard side and top of the deck corner as you're angled so sharply. There's a big shudder to the ship. Renros, make almost like a spin out of control survival roll to keep the course again.
Good lord. All right, here we go. Say 27.
That's not ideal. The good news is that the creature is able to keep itself outside of this maelstrom and is lurking outside and above. The bad news is you are getting pulled ever closer and closer Also, on the other side of the Maelstrom and higher up is a black ship with tattered sails, its gun, a maniacal captain and crew. You can hear their taunts and jeers from across the way as they ready another shot. They're at a distance of, I'd say, 300 feet for any spells that are going on there, gang.
Yes! If Xander gets a chance, he wants to aim a fireball at their side cannon.
Okay.
Can he do that?
Yeah, arcing out across and over the funnily Maelstrom goes a fireball that then impacts exactly where he wants it to be. I'm going to give... Wait, I'm not the captain. Captain, make a plus 16 sailing roll. Would you please, Seth?
Yeah.
There we go.
Good Lord.
Keep those bottom gunner rolls. Don't use a hero point.
Don't.
What's your total?
18.
18. Captain Jagged is not able to get out of the way of that at all. It impacts the ship. Xander, what is your damage?
Oh, I just need to double check something real quick. Spell DC. I think.
He's hoping.
Where's the page, you guys?
He's looking for it.
Come on.
Because I think
Does the bulb go off?
Make it a crit.
it's a crit. I think he has to be. Yes, it's a DC 28, so an 18 is a critical fail.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Nice. Nice roll, Seth.
Yep.
Roll, Seth.
Best roll of the night so far.
Help it out. All right, so I'm gonna roll double 46 fire damage.
Wow.
There's a
Fire off of my ship.
Captain Jagged says is there's a big explosion and the cannon is destroyed on that side of the ship. Several skeletons and ghouls and undead pirates are obliterated. There's still plenty more, although one of the survivors is just booted off the boat by an enraged Captain Jagged. They are still quite maneuverable and have other weapons, but you definitely dealt them a blow. Xander, Sildren, and Yaru, you guys can also see as Xander created this magic, this big magical element across the Maelstrom. You can see there is a change in texture and shape to the Maelstrom itself. And it now is not only rushing water with white breaks as it swirls violently down in, but you can also see twinkle of blackness and little white stars. FYI.
Just say it.
My God.
Okay.
It's full of stars.
Yaru is going to see the fireball hit the ship and ask Xander, Xander, is it possible that you have another stone wall ability you can use and place it on their ship to perhaps sink it?
No.
Okay, thank you. No, now, something important that might be useful. The water's turning weird. Look down.
Man, what do I do?
Wait a minute. Hey, Piercy! Hey, Piercy?
Yes. Yes.
The water is something. Don't drink the water anymore. Look at it. Check it out.
Oh, it's a little shiny and a little black.
It's a little what?
Sounded very racist.
Shiny. What don't you understand about shiny?
Shiny and black.
Why does Yaru always make that face every time we say that word?
You know, I'm a panther. It's kind of, it's our thing, Piercy, get away from the water.
Oh, okay, hi, coming up.
Or fix that quickly, whichever comes first.
The Night Skull angles even closer as Captain Jagged furiously has his ship come in a more direct angle to get the two ships in closer range and to get his bow weapon close to an arc to hit you guys. Let's
How far
have
are they?
Bryn. Oh, shoot. What were you at before? 400, I said?
300 feet-ish?
300? We can make it
300.
200 right now.
Okay.
Oh,
just charging right into him.
Closer.
Brenros, make a piloting roll again. Your survival. This is to reduce the angle. You know what I mean? That the other ship has. We're playing Star Trek at this point, trying to keep your shields.
Don't like having no hero points. All right. God bless us, everyone. Here we go. A natural 1.
Oh,
Wow!
This was just supposed to be for an angle.
How's this angle?
You avoid the bow gun. Good job. The bow gun is avoided as the ship loses control and starts to turn and is turned backwards. The aft of the vessel is now pointed completely into the Maelstrom. As you are getting pulled in and pulled in, the ship starts to angle over and is about to capsize. A shot is fired by Captain Jagged. It goes wide as the ship starts to roll. I need everyone on top of the deck, and I'll roll for the sailors to make a reflex saving throw to grab onto something.
Oh God!
even with steady balance?
What was steady balance again? I know it helps.
You
Just
keep your
curious.
balance easily, even in adverse conditions. Whenever you roll a success, you get a critical.
There we go.
You're not
So-
flat-footed. There's more, but
Yeah, it won't help you, but it'll boost the whole category, which will be great.
Reflex, you said, yeah?
Silver
Yes.
and 35.
Wow.
Oh,
And he has steady
no.
balance.
Xander 33.
Yara got a natural one.
Piercy got 20.
I have one.
On your
point.
reflex?
Sildren will give you one.
Okay,
Yaru.
thank you. It's my last one, by the way.
Brenro's got a natural
God.
one.
Brenros with a natural one.
That's
32
That's
for
2 in a row,
Yaru.
Brenros.
And every success is a critical, so maybe I can help.
Let's see, where are you, Yaru? Yeah, you're right there. You're not far away from Brenros.
Yeah.
Brenros!
Yes.
Sildren at 35, I assume, would be
Nice.
critical success as well.
Oh my
'cause
God,
it's
these
steady.
dice.
Two criticals
No,
cancel
you are
one.
success.
Piercy's,
But I have steady balance, so that turns it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yes.
Two criticals
yeah,
are better than
Piercy's
one.
I have
probably
steady
critical
balance,
too.
but I don't think it works to make a critical.
It does not. But thankfully, you have two friends. And as you go toppling over in your heavy armor, taking a deep breath that'll last 20 times longer.
25 times longer.
You have a hand and a paw grab onto you.
Wow.
And you are held as you're balancing off the side, and like your arm is dragging into the water because the ship is at such an angle.
Oh.
And you are saved. The whole ship is on its side. Piercy, you did not succeed.
What?
Yes, your target was a 30 for everybody. Oh my God, this is what happened last session too. And Piercy goes rolling off to the side.
Oh my God.
And
I have a tail.
And Piercy goes splashing into the black, starry water as more of the undead ship cheer. It is a. What's that?
Side. What about as I roll over the side, I grab the edge? with,
That's what this was. This was as you're falling, everyone's trying to grab something.
Even with my thing that I can grab edges.
What's your thing?
Rapid mantle.
You can attempt an acrobatics check instead of a reflex save to grab an edge. Oh, I guess.
What's your
That's what you're
acrobatics? Is it better?
That's what I rolled. So
Oh, okay.
I
You did roll your acrobatics.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was just you're unlucky, and Piercy goes falling into the cold water, and as does the one-armed man.
Is
he
your
also-
athletics better, Piercy?
And his reflex, yeah.
No? Okay.
He had a plus 23. There's no way he has anything better than that.
No, yeah,
It's a huge. I think it's the highest in the group.
just a bad roll.
So Piercy and the one-armed guy goes falling into the water. The ship is out of control and going down. What would anyone like to do?
Swim.
Yeah, Sildren have any ability to get to Piercy without getting in the water?
You got to tell me.
Sildren basically leaps to the edge of the ship and tries to grab Piercy out of the water as we're, listing.
All right, you run to the edge, and the ship has such an extreme tilt as you're in this funnel of a maelstrom that you actually run out alongside one of the masts as it's almost perpendicular. And you get down the mast and then lean down, extended arm, and grab onto Piercy. Piercy, you come floating by, your hands clasp, but you look up at the thin healer as he tries to hold on and heave you up. Make an athletics roll, please, Sildren.
What was the kid's name that let Piercy go last time?
Oh no.
Brian Holder?
Brian.
All right.
Bring that up.
Brian
Making the athletics roll.
Yeah.
24.
Oh, God, I thought that was a 1 again. Jeez.
Well, the 24, you were able to just heave and pull him up, and you've got Piercy enough to, Piercy, you can just get your arms up onto the sail, but you're not sure what good it will do as the ship continues to go down and down into this nightmarish maelstrom. Oh dear. You hear a crying, moaning, purplish creature. Another shot is fired. Let me make a quick roll. Shot is fired and misses the ship. The unnamed number 1 rolls a 5, cannot correct the ship in any way, and the taint breaks its main mast off, and the bow disappears down into the water, and the taint disappears with all of our heroes. And I don't know, let's take a break. Let's take a break here, everybody. Oh, God. What? We'll be back in a little bit.
Will we though?
God bless us.
Okay.
It's Bleak, your favorite sneaky halfling. Get your ass over to patreon.com/Inglorious Bards. You'll get to see little old me and the other dudes, but mostly me. We have so many extras it will explode your mind.
There is blackness, there is wetness, there are some stars, there is drowning, and then there is air and breathing. The taint rises up out of the ocean like a toy that's been pushed down underneath and rises up and bobs up on top of the surface with water gushing out and pouring off the sides, and then sits very low and canted slightly in very calm water with a light whitish fog, heavy fog all the way around the group. All of you were on board the ship, right?
Yes.
Piercy
More or
was
less.
saved.
Yes.
Piercy was on.
Piercy was saved,
We
yeah.
were around the ship.
And
Let's...
that would make Sildren and Piercy up on the mast if the ship is righted. Way the hell up there.
Everyone is on the deck or maybe below deck, which would be Palik. Palik, you were below deck, right?
Palik and the old woman.
Okay. Palik, and actually everyone, you all rise up, coughing slowly one by one over time as you have all been sleeping. and trying to make sense of where you're at. You do not recognize this location as you are just lost in a fog on the ship in very calm waters. You do not hear the screeching roar of the purple beast, nor the blast of the Night Skull's cannon. And your ship is slowly just rolling forward gently with gentle waves lapping up against it as it listlessly makes its way slowly forward. The ship is damaged but still somewhat maneuverable. Everyone is there except the one-armed man. There was no effort made to rescue him, so he has not made it. Everyone else is there. That's the Minotaur lady, the old woman, as well as number one and old Batty. That's the lot of the group. As you guys wake up coughing and sputtering, you heal 20 hit points each.
Whoa.
And have fully rested for any spells. And Sildren, let's do 1 hero point for a extremely important last second rescue of Piercy.
Well done.
For real.
Thank you.
No idea where we are. We're probably all dead anyway, but there you go.
But at least we're together.
But yes.
It's
That's
the
true.
beginning of the series Lost.
I should have started with you guys are whiffing through the forest as we start season 4. Damn it, I missed the opportunity. Or you guys are on your way into the back of the Skyrim wagon. That would also be a good one.
Piercy, help me
Finally
with this.
awake.
Piercy!
You can also see the water behind you is blackish that twinkles almost like stars, but now it's more gray, normal ocean water as you slowly make your way forward. What do you want to do or say? You guys are just literally coughing up water, sputtering, and...
Is the ship still taking on water down below?
Yes.
And then Palik's going to try to keep repairing that.
All right, the old woman is there. She gets conscious. She says, oh, let me help. And she makes her way over because she's such a good trooper and a team player. She helps out. Make a survival roll. Crafting roll +2 with her aid, please.
A 27.
With a 27, you're able to seal up the ship, and you hear splashing as number one comes down and down the steps down into the water where you're at, Palik, and says, "Do you still need these bows?"
I don't know what's going on upstairs. Are we dead yet?
Why aren't we dead yet?
That's what I'm asking you, Xander.
No, but I just heard you say that, and I had to get it in my head and say the same thing. Why aren't we dead yet? We fell into the whirlpool, right?
We most certainly. Yes. I know we did. The wheel came loose in my hands. I couldn't steer for anything, and it just went in.
But where is it? Where are we?
I'm hoping you'd be able to figure that out.
Xander will detect magic, frustratedly staring at Brenrose.
All right, in the fog.
No.
He does angry magic detection.
That could look like a couple different things.
Yeah, you're detecting no magic, and if there's weird little purple lights on your hand, you're almost like some sort of ship fog light off the bow of the ship as you're rotating around. Yaru, a bucket is thrust into your hand by the Minotaur, and she says, "Make yourself useful. Let's head down below."
Very well.
And what would the rest of you like to do?
Brenros is looking up at the sky. Is there anything with stars, with general direction? Are we? Yeah, he's just trying to gather his surroundings.
Make a survival roll. You make a ton of those.
And
Probably be a
Sildren will
point on
cast no direction.
All right, well, hold on. Let's give the guy a chance to fail first. Go
I
ahead.
know, yeah. All right, no hero points. No backing out of this one.
Huh?
Where were you 3 hours ago? 33.
33, you are able to identify that you are somewhere in the Thousand Isles. You just don't know where. And
Still
you
in the
turn around-
Thousand Isles.
Yeah, and Sildren says it at the exact same time, nodding his head.
And Sildren would know which way north is
Yes.
with that spell.
It's that way.
East will get us back to the mainland if we don't run into any other islands. So we need to head east, I think.
Piercy wants to figure out which way east is. If we don't know.
It's that way. Because
Okay, you know?
yeah.
All right.
Sildren is.
Look at the sun. Go the other direction.
Yaru's below deck with the Minotaur, just shoveling water out, and he's just like, "I wonder if we're in that other storm that we saw earlier a few days ago," and just goes back to what he's doing.
She says, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. This is a nightmare. This is the worst shipping experience I've ever. I want my cruise refunded, please.
You are by far the worst pirates.
So,
Yeah,
you're
the two
pretty
of you
good
are shoveling
mayor,
up buckets.
huh?
More buckets are being shoveled, but Mickey is still just snapping broomsticks, and more water's being dropped in. Fantasia reference. And you guys, the ship is being turned to the east. Did I hear that?
East by northeast.
Okay. After 15 minutes or so in that direction, the fog parts. And it is clear ahead, and you see about a mile ahead is another clearing, if you will. We had one in the middle of a storm. This is one in the middle of fog. So there's a big circular space of clear sky all the way around, about another 2 miles in diameter. So you can just see fog ahead, but in the center, almost dead center, there are 5 tall stone spires that stand out of the sea.
Well, what do you make of that?
These are tall stone spires that are about 100 feet tall. They are arranged in 4 corners, with the 5th one in the middle. It is slightly shorter than all the others. Between these stone spires are different chains at different heights that connect them, with some tattered cloths that have been torn and shredded, hanging off of some or the others, as your ship is slowly making its way.
This place feels oddly familiar.
What do you mean?
I
Does it
feel
feel familiar to Sildren?
It's not familiar to anyone.
No, nobody who is on the ship right now. What about
Nope.
Xander?
Banner.
Nope.
Don't look at me. I don't know where we are.
This is
That was a-
eerie then.
It's a deja vu.
I pulled this this vessel alongside this bit of land. We could at least get some rest and figure out how to repair this ship.
You should head towards those spires, yes.
You can see there are spires that
Maybe.
again they are wide, maybe anywhere from 40 feet to 60 to 80 feet wide, I guess, depends on the size. They're really tall. There are metal stairs that wrap around most of them that go down into the water a bit. There is one that does not have stairs, but has what looks to be a metal dock that is just a few feet underneath the water. There is a spire that has a strange carved head statue you can just see on top of it. There's another spire that has several different tarps that are flapping in the wind above it. There is a third spire that has a wooden ship on top of it, precariously perched on it. And then there is a fourth spire that has a lighthouse on top of it. So thin little tower, maybe 30 feet tall, a section for some glass with some sort of oil or magical light that would go around, but there is no motion to the light. It is morning time, you get the feeling of, from the sun, so there's no need for it anyways. And then there's a central spire with, again, stairs. Almost all of them have stairs except for the one with the dock section.
What size of ship is on one of the spires?
It's a little bit smaller than the ship you are in right now. And the metal dock one without the stairs is the lighthouse one.
So there would be no way to get up to the lighthouse?
That you do not see a way up there, correct?
Yeah.
Where do I put this thing? Where's our captain anyway?
I'm right here. Was down below trying to fix the hole in the ship. I think it's kind of fixed. It could use some more, maybe some exterior work on it, but it's as good as it's going to get for now.
Well, where seems best to park this or put this vessel?
There's a dock over there. It's a metal one, but it's probably a good place we can tie up to or stop at, I guess.
Number one says we still have a good rowboat.
Stop
the
here then.
fancy one.
We do.
Yeah, let's use that.
All right, so Brenros will get to not controlling this or putting, I don't know, some latch or something up over it so it doesn't wildly spin the wheel, and get the anchor and weigh anchor.
Okay. You weigh anchor, and the anchor drops down. It's almost to the maximum length of the chain, and you finally the ship is stable. It's quiet. There's a wind that blows through, but does not seem to affect the fog.
Brenros will then go about and prepare this vessel. He has no seafaring experience. This is his entry into everything. So,
Ours too, buddy.
it's my first Maelstrom.
Never forget your first.
You never forget your first Maelstrom. And then prepares the other vessel as best he can to...
The rowboat?
The rowboat.
Okay. It is full of water. You're able to start to tip it over with some great strength and pour out the water, bucket out the rest. Number one says, what's the plan, Captain? He says to Sir Brenros.
Yeah.
Brenros grabs the hat off of...
She'll put her little one back on.
I'm waiting for you to say the line, Captain.
Engage.
I have the con. Well, we need to make repairs, and while that's going, we could at least explore this. I do not know anything about this place, and I worry about traveling on with the damage sustained, and everyone here, though healthy, he doesn't say that, needs to be looked after.
What we making repairs with?
The Minotaur lady says, I'm very skilled with repairs. I can handle this.
Done. You're on repairs.
She heads down below. Who did this down with this hole?
Sorry.
I think that was my fault.
It was everyone's fault down there. The only thing that saved that was Palik. You were all terrible down there.
Well, we have
I'm
repairs.
terrible with repairs. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't even craft. So I'll go with you to explore.
So
Yeah.
one of the spires had a scaffolding, right? Like a spiral stairs. Is that correct?
1, 2, 3, 4 of them do.
Yeah, most
Okay.
of them do.
And there's a ship balanced on top of one. The lighthouse is one without the stairs, and the other 3. Just a quick description of them again, please.
Sure. There's one with some tarps flapping in the wind, and another one with a crude, big, blocky head of a statue on it.
And then one is fair.
And then one in the middle, which is it's only 80 feet tall as opposed to around 100, 120 feet tall. So it's slightly lower than the others. And halfway up, I'd say about halfway up, there are some metal slats in the middle of it.
Does anybody have any thoughts on where to go first?
I'm curious about that head thing. We should go check that one out.
I'm curious about all of them, but I might be able to help our friend fix the ship. The mast here has a lot of damage to it. I don't know if I should stay here or not.
We should not split up. We should travel together.
Yaru coming to the surface sees the lighthouse and just figures we should probably start there, and then perhaps we can continue.
There does not seem to be a way up the stairhouse.
But there is a dock, so we could check out the dock and see what's
Sure.
there. There might be
If we can-
stairs inside.
Yeah, if we can get up there, that would likely give us the best view of the Isles, or the
There is.
possibility of where we are.
Sildren. Piercy walks over and whips out a map from his mouth. Unrolls it, shakes it off. Do you know where we are?
Sildren looks at the map and tries to discern where they might be.
You do not know. You've already, you guys know that you're only in the Thousand Islands, but you don't know where you're at.
North is that way.
Yes, okay. Okay, I'll go ask someone else.
I would go in the smallest ship and investigate this island.
Can we all fit?
Sure.
We have before.
All right. This is the good ship.
This is the good one.
All right, you guys get into the Lollipop is the name of this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I guess instructions to the crew, stay there. If we come running out screaming and come get us,
Maybe somebody should
repairs.
stay behind this time.
Yeah.
All right, number 1 gets to the wheel and he says, "All right, I'm the captain." No, the Minotaur smacks him from saying that line. And you guys all climb aboard the Lollipop rowboat with who is at the helm of the oars of this vessel.
Yaru will.
Yaru is okay.
Yeah, Yaru will go ahead and pull this one.
All right.
There's a lot of captains on this ship.
No, this is nothing about captainship. This is about steering.
I prefer just the one captain takes his hat off, puts it back on Palik. Leave Palik to be
I know.
captain.
This is simply about effort. You tell me where to go, and I'll go there. Trust me.
Okay, where are you headed?
Are we going to the lighthouse one? Or are
Let's
we going
check
to
out the lighthouse.
Dock. Yep.
Okay,
the
and
dock?
Brenros, what is your attitude as you are in this boat, being in heavy metal armor where the ship's anchor barely touched the sea floor?
At present, Brenros' experience is he's done deep sea diving without his armor and managed a Maelstrom, did captaineering of some degree. He's less thinking about the depth of the water and is still keenly aware that out there somewhere there is a ship called the Night Skull sailing about. and that's his thing. So he's not really focused on the depth of the water.
All right. You were rowing out Yaru, and you're looking backwards, right? Do I have that right?
I'm not looking at the spire. Everyone else is.
Yeah, and as you're going back, you also notice that Brenros is doing the same, and he's watching the fog where you guys came from. Your boat rows. It is quiet, water lapping up against the boat, and just compared to the last time you guys were dealing with water just what seems like moments ago, this is just serenity and quietness. Again, some seagulls chirping off in the distance, some wind, some as you guys start to row towards the spire that has the lighthouse on top. You can hear the light jangle of chains overhead that connect some of the different spires, and you make your way towards this metal dock. You are there. Your rowboat pulls up beside next to it and clunks against the metal side. This dock is rusty and is 2 feet down underneath the water.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Sildren's taken the time to cast Vital Beacon, and is there a door that's submerged then, or any other entrance or anything we can see around this spire?
Perception roll.
Maybe he could do this as we're approaching.
Yeah.
No.
32.
With a 32, you see on this spire, about 20 feet below, is a wide, 25-foot wide opening into the spire itself.
I point to it. And
Is that
make sure
25,
everyone
20
sees
feet
it.
below the surface?
Sure.
Okay. Open underwater.
That's odd. Do you think the spire used to be taller?
Or the water level was lower.
Why build such a thing? Why build such a thing if the water were lower?
Keep someone out.
What if this structure was higher up?
That's what I just said.
And there are no stairs.
You see
Takes
no
back the
stairs.
captain hat.
How tall is the spire?
100 feet tall.
But the one in the middle is about 80
80.
feet tall.
Correct.
And looking up and around, there's no other entrances or anything to allow us purchase or to get in.
Sildren, make another perception roll. You're great with perception, though, right?
That sort of is one of my things.
That's your deal.
36.
Woo,
36. You see next to this metal dock, to the side of it and 2 feet below it, so 4 feet below the water, there is a strange metal box with 2 levers sticking out of it.
I point that out especially to Xander. What do you make of that?
That looks mechanical. This is familiar. I feel like if we pull one of the levers, we're gonna get like a bridge or something. Oh, no, watch! Xander will pull the lever on the right.
Xander pulls the lever on the right, and the entire spire starts to shake, all 100 plus feet of it. There is a shake of dust. There are a few rocks that crumble off the top, and then it stops, and nothing has changed whatsoever.
See?
You guys are comfortably in the rowboat with Yaru ready to go wherever, by the way.
What did you do?
I made it move!
You made it shake?
No, look! And Xander is looking for a shift or an adjustment to the spire to see if it had something like if there was an outcropping that created, or an opening that was inside or outside, that made a movement.
I'm making a secret roll for you, Xander. Never mind. Natural 20. You spot no change whatsoever. You believe that whatever mechanically happened has failed due to old age or something along those lines.
Okay, so nobody panic. I may have broken it.
And also, you had to have left the rowboat and gotten onto the dock. And so you have waded across, and you had to take a deep breath since you're small, dunk down in and pull the lever and then come up. So just FYI.
All right.
You said there was 2 levers?
Yeah, I'll get the other one.
Yeah.
Way.
And Xander will pull the other lever.
All right, there's another motion, and this time it's just Xander himself who gets jolted, and then Xander descends down below like he's doing a visual gag behind the couch type of a thing, as the dock that he's on is actually some sort of lift that is descending down further beneath the water.
I take this back! And Xander will swim. He'll let go and he'll swim over.
All right, and Xander's treading water in his robe with his wizard hat getting all floppy and wet as the lift disappears down below. Sojourn, you peer over, pushing Xander's floating corpse out of the way. You look down below, and you can see that this lift has made its way and stopped at that opening about 20 feet below.
Not one for tempting the gods, but we seem to have survived death and might have to risk it again to go into this water. I'm not eager for this.
You shouldn't be. Look at your armor. You'd sink like a stone.
I agree. Brenros starts removing his armor.
Okay.
I'm not keen to be drowned by my armor.
Xander, you can do. Can't you turn into a? I don't remember what you turned into. You can turn into a fish, though, right?
No, I can turn into elemental form.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm an elemental sorcerer. How dare
Yeah, you're a water fish.
I could be anything. I could be
The
water,
Viltafish.
fire. You don't know.
Skyfish,
Rude.
firefish.
No, but do you want to go down and check it out?
Down in the down where the
You're
platform.
already in the water.
Sure.
Or Sir Brenrose, who merely needs to hold his breath.
Don't swim anywhere near as well as you or Xander in your other forms.
But you would not.
You don't
use a
expend spell
valuable
slots.
spell slot.
That's what he's
Try
saying.
not to be meta here.
Expendable. Are you wanting me to swim? I will.
Renros, if you go down, perhaps I can go up.
Don't know what that means.
I can fly to the top and see if there's anything in the lighthouse.
Very well.
Perhaps
Can
cut our
you?
journey, and I can wind jump 135 feet, if I'm not mistaken.
What?
It counts as
Wind
flying.
jump. You gather the wind beneath you, soar as you jump. You gain the wind jump, increase. Oh, frick. No, it's a spell. Sorry, I didn't have it. There it is. Wind jumps. Oh, yeah, your new thing. You must end your turn. You
On ground.
absolutely can. Yeah.
And it lasts for a minute, so if I'm quick, I can see if there's anything up there and then come down.
Cool.
Someone to look after this armor then.
Of
I
course.
hate to lose it.
All right, Brenros, you are naked as the day you were born, except for a loincloth with a big B on the crotch, and you are out of your armor.
Can I still keep the elven boots on?
You can. That'll give you an athletics penalty, though. Wait, are they elven boots?
They're elven boots.
You're totally fine.
I leave the elven boots on. So.
All right. He always leaves them on.
I never take my boots off. All right, so
Do you have any small weapon you want to take with you?
yeah, actually, I do. I do have a dagger. It is black and summons the undead. No, I've got a standard, just a traveling dagger, like a merchant's dagger kind of thing. Just
All right. You put that between your teeth, like a naked Tarzan or Blue Lagoon moment, and I don't know why I mentioned that. Now I'm thinking about Blue Lagoon, and then
20,000 leagues. Kurt Russell, 20,000 leagues.
okay, that's better. That's better. And then you dive down into the water, Sir Brenros, and start swimming down towards where the dock/lift has descended. And it has this big, wide, almost like small hangar door opening, if you will, underneath the water, 20 feet. And you're swimming down into there. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. It is dark. You do not have any easily seen light sources, and the light is behind you as you go into this cave.
Okay. Not keen on this.
So I think Sildren could have, with his Aeon Watch, I think he can cast light on something as well.
I don't think so. We're going to need to check that one.
Yeah, let me look.
Are we retconning this? Is that the... I don't think my torch is going to go very far.
Let's see, the compact compass repersonation technology, blah, blah, blah. No,
effect.
never mind.
The
Yeah,
Wayfinder is targeted by first. Yeah,
Got
the
it.
watches. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hand over your wayfinder, but so what I have is just once it becomes totally black, I can't go any further. So I'm working with what light I do have.
All right. You're feeling your way around. Master Yaru, what are you up to?
Yaru is seeing Brenros strip for some reason, like further than his armor, like past his armor, and he's got some underclothes. He takes those off too for some reason. So Yaru takes his hand, wraps him, is like, I don't understand why we're doing this. But okay, I guess. No, Yaru just begins to. You guys have seen him sit in lotus position before on his tail. Well, that's only part of his Three Winds training. As a kitten, he would sit in lotus position proper. Then as he grew, he would grow and his tail would grow stronger. He could balance on his tail. Now that he has achieved wind jump or level 10 in meta terms, now he can fly in lotus position as he floats and meditates. So he sits in lotus position and just floats up 100 feet up to the top of the spire and check it. He's going to go like spiral around it and see if there's any type of opening, window, ledge for climbing, rope, chain, anything like that. Loose chain like that could go down or anything like that to get to the surface, or lever.
All right, you describe it rather peacefully, but keep in mind the speed is fast. He goes flying up instantly fast.
He doesn't even use fire.
And, you go
Where
flying
we're going,
up.
we don't need fire.
Yaru, you are up above at the top of the lighthouse spire and are circling around it. You have to stop. You only have a minute of this flight, and you have to stop every 6 seconds or so, 6 to 10 seconds to touch the ground. So you have to stop at some point and get your foot on the top of the spire. Up there, it is rocky with some tiny little grass, harsh grass that's lightly blowing in the wind. It's a little bit of a breeze blowing at your robe. There is a lighthouse that's very small, very narrow. There is half of a single chain railing, if you will, around half of the top of this with small little poles that look old and rusted. There is a single door into the lighthouse that is ajar and slightly swinging in the wind, that is metal and old and rusted. There is also from that door a few steps of stone that then disappear into darkness into the interior of the spire itself.
Okay. Stone steps that go down into the spire.
Yes, to the interior of it.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
So Yara's just going to lean over the edge and just kind of yell down, there are stairs going into the spire. Should I meet Brenros in the middle, perhaps?
And Palik will give you a A-OK sign.
All right.
Cool. And I will rush down the stairs.
Brenros, you've been holding your breath freakishly long with your breath. What is it called? What's the ability called? Breath something? Breath control? Which I think is like 25 times the normal length.
25
This is
times.
crazy. And you are just walking around trying to map this room in your mind, this underground chamber, and you're taking a long time. You feel you can see some light behind you. You know how to get back to air when a gentle cat's paw grabs you by the hair and lightly tugs, and you are guided out of this underground cistern, if you will, and to a dry spot, which are halfway submerged stairs where Master Yaru is standing.
Well, what did you find?
Pitch black.
Oh, it's pitch black.
I have
you, Yara.
low light vision. I don't have dark vision. Just low light vision.
Does
Give
not
me
help.
Nothing at all.
I have no vision, so we're good company.
Brenros? Oh, good.
I'm right next to you. You don't need to yell.
I can't see anything, but there are no enemies, as I was worried about.
Renrose slowly draws his dagger.
I'm not innocent. Don't get any ideas.
But I have found nothing underneath here that would help us. No enemies, yes, but it's just a giant cavern. Well, not giant, but fairly large. Do I feel like I've searched the whole of that space?
Yes.
So it
and there were no levers at the top or anything.
There were no levers at the top, no.
Okay.
And you just came down this long, spiraling stone stairs.
nothing of interest.
It seems this spire is empty, but it is better that we know that than to have missed it.
Are you able to get to the boat? Get back to the boat?
If I
You
run,
have to swim this way.
if I run back to the top, I should be able to make it in time.
Then we'll check the other spires then and see what that gets us.
All right, Yaru's running up the stairs hard. You trip once or twice in the darkness, but are able to make your way up. Brenros, you're following as best you can.
No, I'm going back the other way through the water.
Okay.
And out the outside.
You splash down in the cold water and make your way back out the other side. Master Yaru, you race out. You can see sunlight. You come out right next to the bottom of the lighthouse. You have just a few moments left of your wind jumps.
Yeah. Bottom of the lighthouse or top?
Bottom. You've not gone inside the lighthouse at all.
Oh, bottom of the lighthouse. I'm sorry, spire. Sorry, yeah. So, thank you,
You're
Jeremy.
at the top of the spire,
Yeah, yeah.
bottom of the lighthouse, and you're at the top. Anything else you want to do? You have a few more moments left of your wind jump.
I will. I'll go to the top of the lighthouse if I can. I'm going to go inside and check it out.
Okay. You want to walk inside the door at the bottom? Or are you flying up and perched? How are you?
Yeah. So I'm assuming that the staircase was in the kind of main living room or whatever of the lighthouse.
No. So when you came up to the top, there's a thin little, very narrow little lighthouse. Its front door opens up to a couple steps that immediately go down into the interior of the spire. So you walk to the front door, did not go inside, and just walk into the spire, come back out. So essentially, if you come out of the interior of the spire, you could walk right into the front door of the lighthouse if you want. Your choice.
And die.
Yeah, let me do that. I'm here. I came here for a reason.
You go inside, you quietly, as best you can, with a creaky metal door, creak open the lighthouse door. You step inside. It appears to have been long abandoned. There are some few pieces which you think might have been old rotten wooden furniture that has collapsed upon itself. There's some metal remains of furniture here or there, like an old tub, an old basin. It's extremely cramped. It's only maybe about 15 feet in diameter, with a very small, narrow ladder that goes all the way up to the top, where there's a small grill up above where the lighthouse action would happen. You see there is the only thing that looks anywhere close to being recent is there's a bedroll that's been rolled out on top of a metal frame, rusted metal frame bed. But there's a bedroll that's been rolled out on top of it.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
You check it out. It does not smell great. As a matter of fact, it smells both familiar and also like body odor and bad fish. You see on this bedroll, there are 6 vials of green stuff inside glass vials.
I will collect those, put them in my rucksack.
You collect them and you immediately recognize them. You've seen these so often now. These are 6 elixir of life moderate potions.
Nice.
Okay.
And
you said, I'm sorry, go ahead.
And I've dropped them into the party group inventory.
Sweet. Nobody else touched those.
You're the only one there.
I know. You said familiar smell, not just familiar glasses.
The smells just seems somewhat familiar and a mix of BO and bad fish.
Okay.
So it smells like Jinx. Jix.
Hey.
Is there a second
It actually might.
floor? Is there a second level to this, like staircase going up?
There's a thin ladder you can climb.
I'll check the ladder.
All right, you climb up the ladder. The ladder breaks midway and you come falling down. Do you have any fall protection of any kind?
No, but I have a climb speed of 10 feet.
Oh, no, that one's too late. It kind of falls. You fall. I thought you had some sort of
Oh yeah,
catfall
you can
feat.
catch
Steady balance has something to do with that.
No.
rapid mantle, I believe.
I don't have rapid mantle.
No, it's not even necessary for that. You have catfall. I'm looking at an ability.
I do have
catfall.
catfall, but that's for. I mean,
That's only if I fall,
20
though.
oh yeah, well, 25 feet or more, no damage.
You're expert in acrobatics?
Yes.
So
Then you
also steady balance. I'm sorry. With steady balance, you can attempt an acrobatics check
No
instead
need.
of reflex save to grab an edge.
Sweet.
Right. Grab an edge is not an option right now at this point. So right now you fall,
yep.
but with your catfall, you don't take any damage whatsoever.
And I have a climb speed of 10 feet, so can I get up there?
Yeah, you're able to use a little bit of the ladder, scramble up some of the stone that is not very smooth and find the nooks and crannies, the little bits of grass and stuff that have come through some of the mortar or collected and are able to make your way up, grab onto the top half of the ladder, climb your way up to the lighthouse itself and see that there was some old mechanical lantern type oil device that would create light but is long ago rusted. You think sections of it have been gone or stolen or looted. There's not much value here, but you do have the tallest and best view of everything from up here.
I'm going to do a general survey of each of the spires if I can. The one in the middle, noticing it's shorter, seeing if there's anything of value, seeing the one, I think you said there's a statue on one of them.
Make 2 perception rolls.
Got the stuff in the party sheet in a second. There's 1 perception roll. The best, a total of 23. And a 19 total.
Yeesh.
Only thing you spot is on the middle spire, the shorter one in the middle of the 4. It has a strange, it looks like a mausoleum type thing, like a small, what would that be, 15-foot diameter circular stone structure with a metal dome on top of it.
And getting a kind of an inner sense, how long do I have for my wind jump, or is it gone?
It's gone.
Okay. I will. If that's everything kind of note, item-wise within the tower, I'll collect all that information, and then I'll head down to the edge, and I'll see if there's anything, a rock or anything that I can hook my grappling hook to.
Though there are no rocks, but you can.
The edge of the lighthouse or any
You can
structure.
use that chain.
Yeah.
Thing.
How far down the chains can I climb?
I don't know what you mean.
Are there chains?
The chain is the rail.
There are
the rails,
connecting
okay.
chains. Yes.
But they're going across, not down.
They're going horizontal. Yes,
Okay.
to other spires.
Well, just on the top of one of those, I'll attach my grappling hook, and then I'll descend my rope 50 feet. And then I'm going to jump out towards this dinghy, kicking off of the spire, jumping 50 feet, using my catfall 25 feet, and landing in the water.
Okay. He
So
does
I only
so.
take damage 25 feet in the water, hoping that even further reduces my damage. Any physical damage, I have a resistance of 5. So we'll see what happens.
Why do you have a resistance of 5?
Because Sildren cast a 20-minute.
Oh, that would have been gone by now.
Oh, really?
We got
Damn.
our spells back.
All right. You 12-6. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from that, which is great though. You climb down the side, you hook up this grappling thing, and now you have safely landed next to the boat. Brenros is already out there, looking svelte, still mostly naked, and everyone's together again.
I'm just saying, if Yaru could fly, I could fly to the other ones, and we could have split up some time.
And if one of us ran into trouble by ourselves?
I know you say trouble, but it's not like there's a lot of trouble out here. Yaru did fine the whole time. I don't go looking for trouble. I could have just gone up, and we'd have them all done by now.
You sometimes go looking for trouble.
You did. That's okay. That's fair. But I didn't do it this time. I wasn't gonna do that. We just came out of a really bad place.
I'd hate for you to go alone. Can anyone go with you?
Oh, for God's sake! I'm just flying. Fine. Yes. Let's all go. Can I go see the statue, please?
Yeah.
Master Yaru, what did you see from the lighthouse?
Let's all hold
Any-
hands now.
Drying himself off and getting that horrible, bad, cat smell off of him. Wet cat smell, I should say. Yaru will unfurl the items, giving each person a vial of. I should have just kept them in the party chat for that reason. Sorry about that. I didn't think about it. I'll just go ahead and put.
But you got all greedy. You're like, don't touch them.
You weren't there. You can't touch them if you're not there. That's the rule. I will put 5 in the thing, and then we'll each get an elixir.
Learned 0 lessons from Jix. I found
Special
3
boy.
vials.
And one of
these
you
are
can
nice.
have one.
And these are nice big ones that heal 5d6 plus 12.
Ooh,
Nice.
nice.
And so
Yeah.
they took up a lot of space in my little basket. But those are in the party sheet. Everybody grab one.
Thank you.
Don't know
Sorry
how to
about the
grab
confusion. Take the red box and put it in your inventory.
And Tim, I know this had come up in the past, and just for anyone else, don't be confused when it says the bonus is +2. That's not a bonus to healing. It's the bonus to disease and poison saves and minutes that it also gives you.
Other than some rusted lanterns and Brenrose's hair still in my fingers, nothing.
My hair, it's coming out? No. Ah!
I might have pulled a little hard. It's all right.
Was there anything? I guess it's all fog. Never mind.
I could barely see anything out there. All I know is that there's a structure, a circular structure, in the middle spire.
Well, Xana wants to check out the spire with the mask or the statue. Let's
It seems very keen.
let's row over there. Xana would
Very well.
never lead us astray.
It's never
well.
happened before that I'm aware of.
Yaru will get back to steering.
All right, you row over to the statue spire. Again, quiet. There's more light rattling of the chains in the wind as you quietly oar over to that spire. You get next to a metal spiral staircase that just winds its way along the whole diameter of this spire, making its way up, and it descends maybe 10 feet down below. There's a metal railing to it. It looks somewhat rusted, particularly below the waterline, but it looks somewhat sturdy, and you guys have your rowboat right next to it.
Xander will jump out and start heading up.
All right.
Piercy follows.
Bleak will be after that.
Who's dead last?
Yaru.
I'm guessing it'd be Brenrose because he's putting on his armor, or has been trying to.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure.
You guys make your way up to the top where you see a slightly wider spire. This one's also a little taller, maybe about 110, 120 feet up. It is slightly wider with a bit of width to it. There's some rocks, piles of rocks. There's tufts of grass. You see there's this statue in the middle of some head that Xander is heading to get a better view of. And Xander, you start trying to make some sense of it. Are you trained in society, Xander?
Ooh, that's a great question. Yes, I am.
Xander is making his way over there. As he does so, Piercy, you can hear a terrifying, almost pterodactyl-like screech of a creature and see a flapping of wings on the far side of this spire, and see that Xander, in his joyful glee of checking out this statue, has disturbed some creature, and this thing is flying and rises up. It is grayish in color. It is about twice the size of Brenrose. So what is that? 4 times the size of Xander. It seems pissed as all hell. It's got a long head with a long beak that looks very sharp, and it's got wings, and it's very agitatedly flapping them. Stones start flying. It starts to fly up and shrieks and zooms in on Xander to attack him, and we have a combat on our hands, everybody.
Xander, watch out!
What?
I said, watch out, there's a big bird.
I can't hear you! There's a big bird!
I'm sharing. Hopefully it comes across.
There's big nothing.
How'd Xander get so far ahead?
He's excited.
He was running for the statue.
Share. Why won't it share? It's not sharing. Oh my goodness.
It's sharing a little bit. Like I see all of our icons.
I know.
Nothing else.
We're not seeing the gorgeous. We're not seeing the gorgeous map. Well, that blows. All right, I got an idea. Go here. Go quick. Drawing. Enter drawing mode.
Sketch it out.
Oh boy.
I'm just copying. I'm tracing.
I just want to see the hand-drawn pterodactyl right now. I'm so excited.
Oh man, I'm so disappointed this didn't come out.
I'm expecting googly eyes. One eye's a little bit bigger than the other one. It kind of has an earthworm jam effect. It's got a really big head, but little teeny wings.
We've got that, and that. Let's go here.
And oh, there's an eagle.
Where's an eagle?
Where? I don't have an eagle.
Who's making up stuff?
Freaking lying, Piercy.
I see it.
Zoom out.
You're both lying.
It's on the east side.
Oh shit, there's an eagle.
Spires.
God dang, even the drawing isn't coming through. Well, we've got a theater of the mind battle in front of us then.
Woo!
So you're on top of the spire. It's about 120 feet tall. It has some mounds of stuff. Right next to Xander is this statue. Far to the east side in a disturbed nest is this screeching creature that is really pissed off. And we have initiative that is going to be rolled.
Ah, damn.
Piercy's not saying anything, so I'm rolling initiative.
Oh, too late.
Xana, after
What?
you.
Piercy goes to the bottom of the initiative, and we have the creature is up first with a freaking 39.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
The creature screeches loudly and comes flying in. Let me double check its speed. Its speed is gone. There it is. It only has a speed of 140 with flying.
Oh my gosh.
What?
I hope Xander's next.
Racing in, perches on top of the statue itself, and then for 2 action goes into a spire screeching frenzy where it does 2 claw strikes and a nasty bite at Xander.
No.
Triple attack. Here we go. 2 claw strikes. Xander, you have been attacked with a 31.
That hits. Dang it.
A 24
God, that misses.
and hold on, a 32.
Dang it, hits again.
All right, you have been hit for 24 points of slashing.
Ow.
Oh boy, this one's gonna sting. The bite is the worst part of it all. The bite is the worst. Oops, I rolled wrong. Nope, that was a big die. That was the wrong die. Sorry. All right, so 24 points of damage is the claws. It rakes you. Then it comes in with its big sharp beak, bites you for, doing the math, 17, 30 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
And then it unleashes 2 points more of sonic damage as it screeches, almost bursting your eardrums.
Do I get a save against that one?
You do not.
Dang it.
It is now Sir Brenros's turn.
What the hell?
What about Xander?
Oh, yeah.
Pardon me,
Oh,
excuse me.
yeah. Actually, hold on. Let me check one thing real fast. Mechanical, going to creatures, going to kill all players. Okay, we're absolutely good. Go ahead.
That sounds
Brenros.
fine.
Oh, I thought Xander was going. Okay.
No, Brenros.
No.
Xander's way down the list.
Way down the list. Brenros got to charge to the front and get next to Xander. Is he able to do that?
Let's see. What's your move speed?
25.
25.
And I'm very happy with that. I am not insecure about my speed.
Yeah, you can 2 actions. You can get next to Xander.
2 actions. Next to Xander, I raise the shield and look to Xander and go, no trouble, huh? And that's the end of my turn.
And you raise your shield. Okay. Next up is Palik. You're in the back.
Too soon.
Can Palik get there in 2 turns?
Yes. If Brenrose can, you can.
I figured, but I wanted
That's
to.
how I view it.
I couldn't get. Could I get on the other side?
What's your move speed?
30.
No.
Okay. Now we'll go right next to make a Xander sandwich.
Okay.
And strike with my rapier for 31.
31 to hit. You strike at the creature and connect.
Oh my gosh.
Nice shot.
18 damage.
18. You pierce, you draw blood, the creature screeches, and both you and Brenrose, I forgot to mention, are caught up in this terrifying screech it keeps making as you guys get close to it. That is a fearful effect as you get close. I need both of you guys to make willpower saves. These are emotional fear saves of 26.
Willpower.
Palik gets a 23.
27 for Brenros.
Burnmost, you have a lot of modifications to fear, so I need you to double check those real fast. You have a lot of different effects. You're really good at helping with fear.
You said you needed a 26.
It has to be at the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn. Okay, just making sure, because I think there's something that affects you and something that affects the group. I'm not sure. All right, Brenros, if you succeeded, you gain Frightened 1. Palik, you failed, you gain Frightened 2.
Jeez.
Okay, whenever I reduce, or whenever I become frightened, which is now, it is now reduced to 0.
Okay, so you're good.
I'm good. Then at the end of my turn, which will have to come again, then I bring down everyone else's.
Palik, what was your attack roll that you made originally?
A 31.
With a 31 with Frightened 2, you missed. You did not get that attack in.
Okay.
Oh,
But your Frightened level does go down by 1 automatically at the end of your turn.
Perfect.
Okay.
Dang.
So, Palik is done. Next is Sildren.
Wow. All right. So Sildren will turn towards Xander and wave a hand at him and
Goodbye!
You were
adios.
Stop going up towers.
Cast a level 3 heal on Xander, healing him for 30 points of damage.
That helps a lot. Thank you.
And is there cover anywhere?
Yeah, there's some stones and stuff that
Okay, that's
are-
my final action my third action will be to take cover.
All right, you take cover. Sildren, as you take cover, you notice the stones around you are vibrating slightly. You look to your right and see a rock outcropping that's very narrow, and with grass start to rise up out of the ground as another creature rises out and is agitated by your presence. And I will show this on the map as a gargantuan creature rises up. Its back is covered in moss and rocks. It blended in. It's got this fin. Think of like a Spinosaurus dinosaur. Huge crocodile-like mouth. It's gargantuan. It's got this big fin that you mistook for a rock, and it rises up and roars like crazy, completely pissed off. And it is Master Yaru's turn.
Oh shit.
Okay. So Yaru's going to. How far away is would the other side flanking Xander with the creature?
What's your move speed?
The bird 45?
45. It would take you 2 actions.
Oh damn.
Right here is 1 move. Just north of the bird is 1 move.
That's 45. Okay. I'll do that. I'll move there. My second action, I will attempt a flurry of blows on the bird creature.
Okay.
That is a 37 for the first and a 29 for the second. There's no flanking.
Jeez.
The first one hits.
All right.
Big punch to the bird.
And he does have to make a fortitude saving throw for my stunning fist. That's
28
damage. That is the DC.
Oh, he barely makes that.
Just a success.
Damage is 20.
20 damage.
Okay, that is the first bit of damage, everyone. Just FYI, because we had to retcon the.
Right.
My last action, I'm going to yell, Palik, snap out of it! Hoping that is a no cause for alarm. She has to make a willpower save throw against me to snap out of her frightened condition.
No cause for alarm. You attempt a diplomacy check versus her will.
My diplomacy, okay.
Yeah. Make a diplomacy roll.
You can do that for anyone within 10 feet.
And
too.
yeah, so that's anyone. I'm sorry, yeah, I didn't read the thing.
You can do a roll too.
That's a 28.
20.
You get it.
No, hold on. Because when you got close to this creature and it's screeching, you also need to make that fear roll, my friend.
Oh.
We forgot to do that. So make a willpower roll
you
yourself.
didn't say it though. I beat you. I beat the buzzer. No, what do I have to do? Will save?
Make willpower.
Okay.
Big willpower. Big, yeah.
Big win. 32.
32 is a success, so you are frightened 1 yourself. So your hits still stand as made. This encouraging chant to Palik is a 27. What is your willpower, Palik?
16.
You succeed and you strip away. Nice. You strip away
Nice.
the negative effect, and then you lose your frightened 1 at the end of your turn. So you're good as well, Yaru.
Okay, cool. And
Yeah,
that's anybody else within 15 feet who wants to make that same.
Yeah, Brenros can make a roll.
Or sorry, 10 feet. 10 feet.
Brenros has cleared himself automatically. He's really good at
Cool.
that.
Okay.
Sorry about
Yeah, good job. Xander, you also immediately need to make a will save from the screeching that just affects you at your very core.
Stupid loud screeching. 24.
24 is a failure. You have frightened 2.
It bit me and everything.
And I can share this. Everyone here, you do not have to roll that again. You are immune for quite some time.
Okay. So just to double check, I added frightened 1 twice. Does that equal frightened 2? Does that change that effect?
Sure.
Does it? Okay, cool. Okay, Xander will, coming back up, feeling a little bit better after Sildren's heal, will take a whole bunch of fire out of the ground, out of the earth, out of his feet, and through his eyes, and will push forward with the giant elemental blast for the first time. There's going to be a need for a reflex save. I assume birds are very slow.
All right, reflex save. Here it comes. He
How
got a
much does he know
27.
It is not a 28. It's too slow.
Ooh.
So he's going to take the full brunt of 8d6 plus 10 for 32 fire damage. That's a horrible roll. I just rolled a bunch of 1s and 2s.
You see as you do this, the creature is trying to stir up a bunch of debris of dirt, shrubs, and small pebbles to block the attack and throw you off, but your blast is not a specific target. It's just this raw thing, right?
Correct. It's a cone.
You're doing a cone?
30-foot cone.
You
Or a
can pull off
60-foot line.
You can do a line without hurting any one of your friends. Nice.
Let's do
Okay,
that,
what was the
yeah.
damage?
32 fire
All right,
damage.
that's a huge amount of damage. You pepper the creature like crazy, and it shrieks out again. And you have 1 more action left, I believe.
I do. I'm going to do an elemental toss to see if I can ramp up that fire.
Okay.
And throw right at him. So I'm attacking with the elemental toss. I only rolled a 7, so I'm going to use a hero point.
Hold on. Take that all back. This time, it is going to use its reaction to try and stir up some dust.
Okay.
And protect itself. You need to roll an 11 or higher as you are blinded by this cloud that you can't quite see through of debris. Just roll a flat 11 or higher. It's heavily concealed.
Oh, it's a 3.
Nope, your spell is expended and misses.
Dirt it.
Piercy, your turn.
So Piercy runs up, and
Runs up where?
he can get on the other side of the group, right to the far side of.
Everyone's leaving Sildren.
I know, Sildren's all by himself against this gargantuan
And I know that thing's next. I just know it.
monster. What's your move speed, Piercy?
It's before
Right now it's
Sildren, I
30.
can tell you that.
30 would get you in front of Xander.
Actually, it's 40 right now because I have Nash because of after you.
40, yeah, you can get to the other side of it in 1 action.
Excellent. So that's what I do. Do I need to make a fear roll?
Yes,
And
Not abandoning you, Sildren.
30.
Will save.
But you're not known for.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Natural 20.
You suffered no effects whatsoever, and the creature apologizes for the inconvenience. Continue on with your turn and get a +1 to whatever roll you do before the end of this turn.
All right then.
The next roll.
Let's see. We're gonna do actions. Here we go. We're gonna do a short sword finisher on this guy.
Okay.
He looks up and, hey, don't hurt my friends. And takes a swing. 29 plus 2 is 31.
31. You made an extremely important fear saving throw, by the way. You connect and hit with this big finishing. What does that look like? This deadly finishing move.
Well, since Piercy's short and this bird's flying, it kind of looks like this. Not super graceful.
Super graceful.
For a swashbuckler, but. All right, so that's a hit.
Oh my god.
23 damage.
23 points of damage. Another huge blow. 23. Got it.
You should try rolling like that there, Xander.
I did try to dang it!
Oh, wait. Yeah. Never mind. 29, 30.
All right, your panache has been spent.
Was that +2 that I got for the hit? Because I was flanking or because of another bonus?
Because of the flanking.
Okay, just making sure. Just gonna add that too. All right. So my last attack will be a normal attack.
All right, a little bit harder.
22.
22. You're too excited with the first hit. You're just,
Oh.
Woohoo!
the creature then goes. It's going to like do a nasty back kick. No, it's going to lash out with its tail at you, Piercy, since you're right behind, and you are dangerously close to the edge of this, which I couldn't show you because on my map, clearly you are inches away, but you cannot see it anyway. By the way, you're very dangerously close to the edge. And it rolled a 36 to hit you.
That's a hit, normal hit.
All right. It does not move you with the hit. That is the good news. And it does 22 points of bludgeoning damage as it smacks you.
Okay.
Then it rears up and ignores you, Piercy, and blasts a huge sonic attack at the top northern three heroes, Yaru, Brenros, and Xander.
Okay.
As this nasty sonic attack gets blasted, I need you guys to make reflex saves of 29 or higher.
32.
32.
Xander rolled a 6, so he's going to spend a hero point to instead roll a 36.
Woo!
Very important.
All of you guys pass. You take half damage, which is 24 points of sonic damage, is the half damage.
Wow.
That was a big attack that you guys really did well on. Nice.
94.
The creature's done. Sir Brenros.
Brenros is not happy that Sildren's out there floating in the wind.
Hold on. If I can interrupt one second, Sir Brenros. Palik is within 15. I'm sorry, not Palik. Piercy's within 15 feet of you.
Yes.
Your ability,
He has to be adjacent.
Retributive Strike, has to be what? Really?
Well, 15 feet for that, yes, but I didn't use it because I thought maybe it would be more for an adjacent. I have to have that reaction available to do the big one.
I'm looking at Retributive Strike trigger. An enemy damages your ally, and both the enemy and ally are within 15 feet of you.
Exactly.
He just doesn't want to use it on him, okay, man?
I didn't use it.
You were saving your reaction for something else.
Yes, for the potential that Yaru or Xander would get hit.
Tom's like, no, I swear you can use it right
Continue
now.
on.
You can use it.
Knowledge I can use it.
Next day on the using day.
I look at Piercy and go,
And Xander, you're going to go ahead and cast another lightning bolt for the record.
Brenros saw what you tried to do to that old woman.
I don't feel led in that direction. You all have this. And Brenros dashes away to get between Sildren and this very nasty looking creature here.
So you want to get in front of Sildren?
Yes.
With a move speed of 25, it'll take you 2 actions to get in front of Sildren.
But very heroically, I'm here, and raise the shield.
All right, so Brenros runs back to the west to get in front of the Druid who's been taking cover. Brenros is done. It is the Spire Fins creature, the gargantuan monster that rises up, shaking off rocks and bushes off of it, and it comes charging with a gigantic mouth. Brenros is second guessing.
I'm glad you're here, Sir Brenros.
He turns around complete. Well, yes, it's a good way.
The creature comes charging in and bites down upon the deflecting Brenros with a freaking natural 1. Son of a gun.
Yeah. That's a shield
Brenros,
in the mouth.
Eat shield.
Yeah, Brenros. It chomps down and just eats shield. It's just it even pants and wags excitedly.
Brenros, you get a free attack on it right now.
I will take said free
You totally
attack.
saw this bite coming from a mile away.
Watch this.
Return the favor, please, with a natural 1.
Brenros looks at
We'll
the
just
thing.
infinite attacks going back and forth.
Yes.
He's
Here we
like,
go.
Dinosaur on 4 legs. I wonder what it's gonna do.
A 37 to hit.
37 is a hit.
It's a good hit.
All right. It's not undead, I'm assuming.
It is not undead.
It will suffer 15 points of gum damage.
Okay, you slice into the creature. It all the damage goes through, but it really didn't seem to do much to the creature. But it all went through for sure. The creature then has one last action, and it is going to bite you again.
Uh-oh.
God dang.
Another natural 1.
It's a 24 to hit.
24 does not succeed.
Oh man, this is a huge asset that is just screwing up. You're fired. God darn it. All right, Palik, you are back on the east side with the screeching creature and a whole bunch of heroes surrounding it.
Yes, I would like to shift to my left a few feet to get into flanking position.
All right, you have done so.
And then I will strike with my
And for those of you that don't know, flanking is really important to her, not just for the +2 to hit, but because she can then trigger her sneak attack damage for free.
Yeah.
A 39.
39 is a hit.
Nice.
For 21 points of damage.
21.
And that
Okay.
creature is flat-footed until the end of my next turn.
To everyone, no matter what's
Everyone.
going on.
That's good news.
And I will get after it again with a 28.
28 is a miss. And
Duh.
Xander, by the way, that flat-footed, you normally can't take advantage of flanking for flat-footed, but any ranged attack would get the flat-footed. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, so I still get a +1 bonus.
+2. +2. Yeah, just FYI. Till the end of Police next turn. Sildren, you've got Brenros between you and this giant monster that apparently is the most useless creature you've ever seen, and you're too busy just titteringly laughing at it.
Yeah, basically. I will put a hand on Brenrose's shoulder and say this may be of value to you very soon. And I will cast Stone Skin on Sir Brenros. So you have 5 physical damage resistance. Lasts for 20 minutes. Will be reduced by 1 minute for every time you're hit.
Great. Okay.
That's
Yaru
every-
kind of looks over like, oh, you're doing that to everybody now? Really?
That was our thing, man.
You made me hard yesterday, guy.
Wow.
Sorry.
And then Sildren will back away 35 feet.
Ooh.
Or maybe
They're-
not
they're-
35, but kind of an equal distance between Sir Brenros and the rest of the group.
I was going to say there's an invisible edge out there somewhere.
I'm just giving you space, Sir Brenros. Just giving you space to work, my friend.
Deal carefully. I'm emailing the group the map, by the way. Should be arriving now. And I did not hear anything at all that Sildren did. I assume your term was over and it was a wild.
He did 59 points of damage.
Okay. Yaru.
No, I cast Stone Skin on Sir Brenrose and then backed away
And
into the
ran
middle
off.
between the two groups.
All right, cool. Yaru, you're north of the Screeching Creature. What are you doing?
Does Palik's flat-footed stack with the flanking?
No.
No, just +2. Okay. I will continue the assault here. Just going to do a flurry of blows.
Well, what's cool for you is you would not get flanking because you have no one opposite you, and she helped you out with that.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have a 35 and a 26.
One hit.
One hit and a DC check.
Oh, shoot.
Fortitude
Those
check.
Annoying fortitude checks.
16 points of damage.
39 fortitude save,
Yeah, so
16 points of
critical
damage.
success.
All right.
That was one action. Second action will
Another
be...
big cracking punch.
Second action, we're going to do another... Actually, I'm going to use my last two actions. I'm going to attempt a 1-inch punch.
I like that.
Will I use the second or third mod for this?
You use the second one.
Second one. Okay. So this is
He's
my
burning his last
two-action
action to get extra damage.
Big punch.
Good luck. Oh, yeah!
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh, I should have called a key strike too, but I did not. That's okay. But a
All right.
37 to hit.
37 is a normal hit, but you did a 1-inch punch, so it should do a little more damage than normal.
We can hope 25
Ooh,
points of damage.
25. Two
Horrible.
big blows. 25.
Right. As a reaction, Palik would like to use opportune backstab and get a free attack.
What's the trigger on that?
One of my teammates does damage to the
Oh.
creature.
Nice.
Aye.
Nice. Get it.
Balls. A 27.
Okay, good try. Good try. Yaru is done with some
Yep.
good damage.
It's my turn.
Xander.
Yeah! Xander would like to take a move action to go on the other side of the screaming bird to put it between he and the giant fin monster so he can throw a lightning bolt through both of them.
Yeah, you can run around your friends. All right, you run to the other side. You line things up, do some math equations, break out the protractor, and then lightning bolt. What's the range of the lightning bolt?
120 feet line.
Oh, yeah, you're totally fine.
You want to check that, Tom?
What's that?
You want to check that? I'm not sure if that's 120 feet.
It's right. It's good.
All right.
Cool.
The bird creature is focused more on Yaru, just got the tar beat out of it and rolls a 21 reflex save.
Not good enough.
The spire fin monstrosity rolls a 33 reflex save.
F that guy. That he succeeds. So if he succeeds against the reflex, then it's
Takes
a basic.
half.
He takes only half, which is going to be half of 38 electrical damage.
Nice.
That is exactly what you needed. Take down the spire screeching bird. Xander, describe that.
Running around, still limping from the claw marks, with Yaru's punches up and behind, Xander does exactly what it sounds like. Grabs the electricity and, like a lightning bolt channeling through him out of the sky, points it straight through, blasts in the back of the bird's head and out its eyes, a little bit lower, slower beams to hit into the other one.
Nice. And then the spire fin ginormous pseudo dinosaur beast is hit. Again, it takes all the damage, but it just can soak so much itself. You're done, Piercy.
Piercy just kind of shrugs and how far away is this rock creature?
It's 50 feet in a straight line, but you do have some difficult terrain between you and it, so that would slow you down a little bit.
Difficult terrain being water.
Uneven rocks.
Okay.
I'm like, what? Can't you see it? You cannot. It's right there.
Okay. He uses some bon mot on the creature, and he says, "Stand by." He says, Let me get to it. Hold on.
Gotta get the
I got
good
another
one.
I got
Get
a
the
good
good
one
one.
here somewhere.
Categorized by species. He's looking for dinosaur.
Hold on. Keep in mind that this has the linguistic trait. You must be able to speak the language of the creature.
Damn it! I wish I didn't say anything.
What language does the creature speak?
Oh, Tom's going to tell you that for sure.
I'm sure dinosaurs have a wide and varied language
A
assortment.
rich cultural history.
Well, never mind.
I'm not pursuing my prey. I'm off at Oxford doing my.
Piercy is going to use his speed of 30.
But that's for you in the A.
His speed of 30 to, and it might take all 3 moves, but he's going to tumble behind this creature.
30 with that. If you went around, might be a little faster. 30. It will take all 3 moves, but you can do a tumble behind. You try and tumble through the legs of the creature. Good luck.
And this is acrobatics?
Yeah.
I think it's acrobatics versus its reflex.
31. I'm going to use a hero point.
They're so precious.
Fuck.
What did you get?
29 plus 2.
Why plus 2?
Plus 1 for my boots.
What? Why plus 1?
Hold on. It's because.
I just like to add pluses.
I like that.
Stop asking questions.
Where are the boots? Where are the boots?
Your acrobatics already has the plus 2 built into it. That's why it's 23.
I thought I had something for specifically tumble behind, though. Oh, well.
I don't know about that. Okay, you tumble and you fail. You were very close to tumbling through. You come up short because you needed a 31.
Damn it. Yeah, the boots grant plus 2 to acrobatics and a plus 1 circumstance bonus to tumble through.
Oh, okay. So you got a 30.
Been closer to failing.
Oh, yeah, no. Okay. But you're now close to the creature? I guess that's good. Sir Brenros, it's you and Piercy.
Piercy is not on my opposite because he's failed. Or did not pass through. I don't want to say failed. You failed.
I like to use the term and not succeeded.
Not succeeded. Brenros tries to find that sensitive spot in the creature's massive gums and pokes at it gently with his longsword.
All right.
So attacking. Here we go. 37.
37 is a hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is 19 points of damage.
Another big, decent chunk. Got it. The creature is bleeding from different sections, but it is still absolutely pissed. You have disturbed its home. What else you got?
I'm still trying to distract it, so I'm trying to get its attention and move it more. So I wish to move to where I could be opposite of Piercy.
You want to get on the flanking position of Piercy.
Piercy's flanking, yes.
All right, that puts you with your back up against the edge, but you're good to go.
I will do that, and I will raise my shield.
Okay. It is now the Spire Fin creature's turn, and it is going to destroy you, Brenros, after it takes a big chomp at the little thing next to it first. Piercy, giant alligator, a huge alligator-like mouth comes down upon you. Good luck. Come on, dude. 34 to hit.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's a hit.
You have been hit for 32 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And then it has an action to grab, and it grabs at you with its teeth, and it does need to make, let's see, the monster automatically grabs the target until the end of the monster's next turn. You are now captured inside of the creature's mouth. You're not restrained, you just cannot move from your current space.
Okay.
That's how everything you stick in your mouth feels.
Well, wait, because it's not done. It will then spend its third action to do Swallow Whole.
Oh.
No. That's the worst.
Whole. Xander knows from experience. It will swallow a
Sound
creature that it has grabbed in its jaws or mouth. The monster must attempt an athletics check. What is your reflex plus 10? What is your reflex plus 10?
32.
32. Here comes its athletics roll. With a 29, you refuse and keep yourself from being swallowed. You hold back, or you just say something sweet. Oh, that was so close.
He's holding him up like Dennis Quaid in Dragonheart. He's like, no.
Oh, Palik, you're kind of on the eastern side and seeing when your friend being consumed. By the way, Brenros, it was going to attack you if the first attack missed, by the way.
Okay.
But the chain of events kicked in.
Pleek has a movement speed of 30. I'm assuming it'll take me all 3 actions to get, I guess, kind of under, like right where Piercy was. Like underneath the monster.
You want to be south, north?
I kind of want to be opposite Brenros. Or at least, like, I want to get a flanking position if possible.
You cannot. Brenros is flanked with Piercy perfectly.
Okay, then I will go all the way south. I'll use all three of my movements to get to the south.
2. It will take 3. Correct. Done. It is Sildren's turn.
Can I heal Piercy? Is that possible? I mean, can I see him? He refused to be swallowed, so he should still be visible to me.
Yeah,
yes?
he's up off the ground a couple feet. Yeah.
Okay. In
I
that
even
case-
have him maybe, I think Alistair was getting to it, almost that cartoonish Tarzan, like his back is against the lower jaw, his feet are against the upper jaw,
Yeah.
pressing to keep himself from being swallowed.
I
Being
will.
tongued repeatedly.
I'm seeing his sword being bent in the top of the jaw.
Bending.
Yep.
Level 4 heal coming at
Big
you.
heal! Decent roll.
50 points of damage.
Woo!
Holy
Nice.
smokes.
Make it count.
Yeah, array of trees and not trees, but leaves and natural healing, a course across the top of the spire, and hit you with some good healingness there, sir. You have 1 action left, Sildren.
Yeah. I'm going to step back to. No, I need to stay where I am. I'll recall knowledge.
Okay.
Mhm.
Make a nature roll.
That's my jam. 41.
It is.
Holy crap.
Yes, it is.
Do you want to know about its offensive abilities, its special attacks, its saves, or its
weaknesses.
defensive stuff? And pick 2.
Defense.
Defense and saves.
Defense. It has a 30 armor class. It has more than 125 hit points remaining. Its saves are Fortitude 23, Reflex 21, Willpower 19.
Okay.
Nice. You've seen this so many times in the past.
Oh, it's just your typical
Oh, that
spire fin.
dinosaur.
It's even a lesser spire fin at that. We're just fortunate not to be fighting a greater spire fin.
Xander, you're far to the east side of the spire.
And then just over the edge of the spire, we see
Yeah.
eyes.
One of the middle spire rises.
That's a really big, horrible save. All right, I don't want to hurt anybody. I could really think I could do damage to it, but I'm going to hit everybody else in the process. So, Xander will take. Well, actually, no, yeah, Xander's going to cast Lightning Bolt. Right. Ooh, no, that's going to hit a whole bunch of people too. Xander's going to take a full move action forward.
Just
So-
flipping through his spell book, going, no.
That's bad. It's and then
You're about 45 feet away.
45 feet away. Xander will cast Acid Arrow. I think. Try to
Pardon?
cast acid freaking. There it is. All right.
Take your time.
Acid Arrow.
Oh, nice.
4. Now I just lost my.
37 is a
37.
hit. Yes.
Yay!
What's the damage?
Damage is cast a big acid arrow at him. 25 acid damage.
All
Plus
right.
2d6 persistent.
Not forgetting the persistent this time. 2d6 per acid. All right, you sizzle that creature. Acid's going down the side. It screeches and roars, but it roars a little muffled. It's got something stuck in its throat. Speaking of which, Piercy, it is
Hey,
your turn.
Yaru never went.
What? Yaru got totally skipped.
Yeah, I should have gone before Zan.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
That's okay. How far away is he from me?
Depends. Straight line is about 75 feet.
75. Oh, rough terrain. Gosh. Okay, I will 2-action it over there. Yeah, never mind. Can I do 2 actions to flank Palik there?
Yes.
I'll do that. Last action, I will Flurry of Blows, Key Strike.
Can you do both of those?
I can.
Yeah. He triggers Key Strike, which can use Flurry of Blows attached to it. So he gets 2, which is +1s to each to hit, and then bonus damage, but uses up some of his precious focus ability.
My hands glow golden, and that is a 37 and a 25.
With +1 from Key Strike as well.
Yeah, 38 and 26. Sorry.
All right, 1 hits.
Awesome. That is 18 and 4 additional points, so 22 points of damage, and he needs to make a Fortitude save.
God darn you and your knowing fortitude saves. All right. Big punch delivered, but this creature has a big fortitude of 30.
That is a success.
All right. Yaru's done. Xander already went.
I did.
Piercy. In the mouth.
Mouth.
Does Piercy have? He has a short sword in his hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's being bent right now.
Can he make an attack roll?
Yes, you can.
Then he shall make an attack roll. I don't think there's anything I can do at the moment to get a Nash.
Okay.
But actions, a normal short sword attack.
Oof.
Hmm.
You rolled a
This
2.
is with a 2. First time. Well,
22
rolled a 2.
total.
22.
Is a miss.
Do I get flanking?
No, you do not, unfortunately.
But I'm inside his mouth. I feel like there should be a bonus.
But it's just ripping him back and forth, whipping him back and forth. 2 more actions.
You should move deeper.
Yeah. I think seeing the futility of trying to swing my short sword at him while I'm being ragdolled around, I grab out of my cheek pouch something that I found way back in the Nexus. And it's a little cylinder that says "Big Ass Bomb."
Okay.
This was left over from Jix, and it was left in the Nexus, and Piercy grabbed it one day. I don't remember how far back, and I don't have any stats on it. I just remember grabbing it and you saying it's Big Ass Bomb, and I put it in my mouth. It's coming out of my mouth now.
I'm
You
doing
still
a
lit.
check. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, we are good to go with that. We are good to go. In addition, this is very interesting. In addition,
You know you're still in the mouth with a big ass bomb. I'm just
yeah. It takes one action for you to pull it out and another action to deploy the bomb.
Deploy meaning
Throw, drop.
To pull some little like metal tab that then creates this weird little classic bomb sizzling noise, and maybe some sort of strange pseudo automated Jix laughter type of effect just for fun, because this was his masterpiece that he created. And so you spend all your actions to make this happen. You drop it. The creature gets no saving throw whatsoever and takes full fireball damage. How much damage is that, Xander?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. The fireball damage is going to be a total of 6d6.
66. Tim rolls 6d6, and you take half.
66.
Well, that's a good damage.
That's pretty good.
24.
24, and I'm going to add 50% more on top of that as you drop it into the belly, and there's a big boom. The belly gets wide. A gout of flame and smoke comes out of its mouth as it raises its head to the sky. That is 36 points of damage to it.
Look
And
at
then
it,
you,
the fire breather.
and you take 12 points, Piercy, yourself. In addition, that's it. It does still have a hold of you.
Beautiful.
Crazy cool. Sir
That was a good
Brenros.
move.
Well done. Some efficiency.
Sir Brenros. Yeah. How big is this thing?
Gargantuan in size, so big, 20 feet tall.
20 feet.
Oh my god.
So I am unable to assail this creature with its size and my Titan wrestler.
No, it is literally gargantuan size.
All right.
So there's large, then there's huge, then there's gargantuan, and so it's many steps above.
All right. But that is for the purposes of grappling. So what I would like to do, I would like to ascend the creature. I don't think I'm prevented from that. With the sword put away. So just follow through the logic on this.
Do you have combat climber by chance?
Combat climber? No, I do not have combat
then you
climber.
will have to at least put a sword away. Yes, that's one
Yes.
action.
I figured that would be it. I would like to use the grappling hook to pry at its nose and try to open its mouth by using my ride skill and kind of steer this thing to do some mouth opening or acknowledge me and do something else other than try to chew on my fellow comrade.
All right.
Look at me when I'm talking to you.
Yes. Lean
You have
over
the
its
ride
eyes.
feet. That's interesting. All right, you start to climb up. You need to make an athletics roll, scaling this with a shield in one hand and a grappling hook in the other.
Yes, this could end badly before it begins, but here we go. Acrobatics or athletics? Athletics?
Athletics.
Athletics. Here we go. That is a 23 to ascend.
With a 23, you are able to ascend, but it's sloppy. You slip. It uses a bunch of time. You are able to get the grappling hook in the corner of its mouth without hitting poor Piercy, and you start to pull to try to control this creature and take charge of it, did you say?
The intent more that it would be focused on me and open its mouth and drop out its contents. But yeah, I am going to essentially have it acknowledge me as a rider and do that. So yeah, that's however you want to make of that what it will.
All right.
I'm not trying to ride it around and make it a pet or anything like that. I'm
Okay.
But
Make
you
a
should.
Make a
That would be
nature
amazing.
check -2 due to your rapid rushed pace.
Sildren! Sildren! I don't know what to do. Okay. Nature check. Here we go.
It's like,
Minus
no, not
2.
that. No,
Minus
no,
2.
not that.
Oh,
13.
13.
The last thing you want to do is try and ride it.
Oh, that is a
told me this
critical
beforehand.
failure.
Oh my god.
And though this creature rests in layers on top of the spire, it is born and raised in the water and can breathe for up to 2 hours. And so it returns back to its natural habitat by diving off the edge of the spire and falling 120 feet down with a huge crash, with Sir Brenros being pulled, holding onto this line, and poor Piercy caught in its mouth as it splashes down in. And
I have
we will stop there for tonight.
I get 2 hero points.
Holy, that was crazy. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time to see what
Oh
happens.
my god.
Whoa.